Oh, Zoom's on.
Zoom's on. Hey, Shalom Israel. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Shalom to all the other schools, ISBHPK, Virginia, Houston, New York, London, Guatemala. We want to say shalom to all the brothers and sisters that teach this truth. Shalom. And we want to say the water for listening in to our channel. We're trying to get it right. We're gonna get it right eventually. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna add the music and the bells and the whistles. We need to get the bells and the whistles on there. You know, with the music, the videos, the pictures, the scriptures up, the pretty scriptures put up on the corner. We're gonna get there in due time. You know what I'm saying? Shalom Israel. So today's class it's called "Got to Be More Gracious." You got to be more gracious. Gracious is the ability to be thankful. You know, that's what we're doing today. That's, you know, looking at being thankful and having the right perspective towards the eyes of the Most High. Because if we all know that the scripture says, if it says he that despises not man but the Most High. So if I can't look at the Most High correctly, there's no way I can look at my neighbor and my brother and my sister correctly. I have to have the capacity to look at the Most High the right way in order for him to give me the right mindset and the right wisdom to deal with my people. It comes from having the right perspective towards the Most High. And that's what we're going to dive into a little bit today. So with that being said, let's start off with the first scripture. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments.
So the Most High kept it real simple with us as Israelites. He said, listen, I'm just going to keep it real simple. If you keep the capacity, if you maintain the capacity to keep my commandments, go ahead.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So he said, the Most High will set thee on high. How high will we go? How high should we be?
Above all nations of the earth.
In an order of rank or superiority, where does the children of Israel supposed to stand with the Most High against the other nations in the world?
Above all nations.
We're supposed to be on top, but unfortunately, we're not on top. There's a reason why we're not on top. We disobeyed somewhere. Verse 15 now.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe, to do all his commandments, and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now this is a choice. He said, if you choose to follow, you will be blessed and you will be set on high. He says, if you choose not to follow, you shall be what?
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
He said, okay. So now we know from verse 15, he's telling us from 16 on down to 68 is all the curses that the Most High said would transpire as a nation of people that would fall upon us for being disobedient to his commandments. And it's not just that only. It's not just the fact that we didn't follow the laws. But in addition to not following the laws, there's another expectation that the Most High has for us as his people. Read verse 47.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy power.
In addition to not keeping the commandments, not only will we be punished for not keeping the commandments, he says, but what else?
But thou servest not the Lord thy power.
Because thou servest not. Read that part again.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness.
With what?
Joyfulness.
He says, because not only do I want you to keep the commandments, but I don't want you to keep the commandments like some robots. I don't want you to keep the commandments. Oh, here we go again. You know, let me follow the commandments. Otherwise, the Most High will punish me. Let me do this so I don't get in trouble. Let me serve the Most High because he forced me to.
Because I have to.
because I have to, because I'm obligated to keep his commandments. There's more to it than just keeping the commandments. There's a perspective that comes along with keeping his commandments. No different than if you go to a restaurant and you got a waiter. They can serve you in two ways. They can serve you because that's their job and that's what they get paid to do, and they just doing it because they can't wait and their shift is about to end in a few minutes, and so they just gonna put they're just gonna put the plate down, fork down, napkin down, go about their business, and they're not gonna put any spirit into what they're doing. But they serve you though.
You got served.
You got served. You got your plate. You got your food. They brought out your water.
Got your pancakes? Okay.
They made your order correctly.
God.
But there's another way to serve that goes above and beyond just giving you what you're required. And that's what the Most High is saying in Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 47. He's saying, listen, not only do I have these commandments that I want you to follow, but I want you to follow these commandments with a particular mind frame, with a particular mindset. Serve me with these commandments, but do it with what?
Joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
Then you got the waiters that smile. Then you got the waiters that love their job. Then you got the waiters that make not only the food, correctly to your liking, but they make the service outstanding. And when the service is outstanding, it'll even make up for when the food may be so-so.
Look, I ain't lying, bro. I went to El Polo Loco. Homie knows I go there all the time, right? There's this old school Jew that I
know you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
This cat, he comes to have a Harlem Nights.
His name is Charles. That's how I know. That's how
He's unforgettable.
He's unforgettable.
He's unforgettable. I'm at El Polo Loco.
I almost forgot about Charles.
This is El Polo Loco.
This is not a 5-star steakhouse.
Brother, I feel like I was the white man. I felt like I was getting served. Listen, he had that 1940s, 1950s caliber service. It wasn't like 1990 McDonald's.
Now keep in mind, for those that may not know what El Pollo Loco is.
Yeah. It's not that dope.
El Pollo Loco is just a fast food chain. It may be comparable to Del Taco in the West.
It's like Taco Bell. It's like a better Taco Bell.
It might be compared to Taco Cabana.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But it may be compared to a mediocre Mexican restaurant. So everybody, for those that may not know, El Pollo Loco is a fast food spot that serves baked grilled chicken and tacos and burritos. But it's a fast food joint. It's not made on the spot. Of course, it's probably, I'll say this: the chicken is grilled. So I will say that I give them that they do grill the chicken. So it's not frozen. They do grill it right on the spot. But it's not. It's really a fast food joint. So that way, when the brother paints the picture, you can understand. He's explaining this brother Charles. I know what you're talking about.
Listen, bro. When I went there, bro, I just never. Listen, I felt like I was like some kind of ambassador. I felt really, really like I was somebody, but not in a prideful way. I felt really special. Wow, I'm just trying to order some chicken, bro. Like, I want number 2.
Yeah.
Number 3, something basic.
With the black beans.
With the black beans and the macaroni and cheese out. But the way he conducted himself out, like I can't even imitate how he did it out.
Right.
The conversation was like
the voice though. The voice he emphasizes everything.
So you wanted this.
Yes.
You wanted that.
So you want some cilantro, and he'll even try to. This is an old school Judite brother that don't speak Spanish, but he will try his best to say every word in Spanish as close as possible to how somebody that speaks Spanish would say it.
He repeats every word.
Would you want some cilantro with that?
Yeah,
You're like, damn, bro.
I would. I do want that. I would love that. He has everything with this emphasis out. It makes you feel like you have to have the best meal. I'm gonna give you the best service, and we appreciate you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for letting me serve you.
Right.
And I'm like,
would you like any napkins? Would you like any forks and spoons with that? Because that's how he talks.
That was him.
Would you like it? Like a very professional, and
beyond his
very meticulous for a fast food restaurant. You don't expect that. Now we recommend everybody go. You know what I'm saying? Now you ain't got,
if you see Charles,
you'll know Charles from the minute you pull up to the drive-thru. You'll know Charles. Hello, welcome to El Pollo Loco. How can I help you? We have the burritos on sale, the twice good burritos. We have the chips with the queso on sale. You know, would you like a number 5? You want the water? I'm like, damn, you pull up to the damn drive-thru window thinking you're about to see a Hispanic person, and you see this old school Judite doing his best rendition of speaking Spanish. That Tex-Mex. He does his best. What you're getting, though, beyond just a plate of beans and rice and chicken, what you're getting is an experience. And what you're getting is top-notch effort.
Yeah.
And top-notch diligence and zeal, who's aiming to please you. See, that's what the Most High wants too. The Most High just don't want commandment keepers. Anybody been to Catholic church?
Yes. Yeah.
Father, Hail Mary, Mother of Grace.
It's scary.
Yes, deal down. It's like that. It's monotone, no spirit, no life, no energy. It's like that the whole time. Father, Hail Mary, Mother of Grace. We're going to say these ritualistic prayers. We're going to bless Mary, we're going to bless Christ. It is just ritualistic. At the same tone the whole way.
Yeah.
You get in there, you fall asleep. Ain't no energy in there. Ain't no life in there. But the Most High said, I don't want you just to keep commandments and follow my instructions as if since you're obligated as an Israelite to follow my commandments, you do it with melancholy.
Since I was born a Jew, I gotta live this life.
Right. You do it with like some sorrow, like it bothers you. It's almost like, damn, bro, I didn't tell you to work at this restaurant. I didn't hire you for this job. Why are you giving me lackluster service and lackluster service and food and energy and zeal and commitment to me as a customer? That makes the experience so much better when you go into that. That represents the restaurant. That makes that establishment look better.
Yeah.
And that's the same way the Most High is when it comes to following His commandments. The way you follow His commandments, that makes Him look better. The fact that you put not only just obedience, I'm going to do what the Most High tell me to do, but I'm going to do it with joy. See, that's something that's missing with keeping the commandments that we may undermine or underestimate that the Most High is expecting along with following the commandments.
Yeah.
How do you conduct yourself in this truth? How do you show up to work every day in this truth? Do you show up to work as if this is your joy, or you're just buying time, waiting for the clock to tick, so you can't wait to really go do what you really want to do, and you really want to go home because my mind is really somewhere else, so I want to be somewhere else. But I'll go through the formalities, and I'll go through the courtesy of showing up, doing what I got to do.
Just because
whatever the camp asks me to do, I'll do it because I don't want to be out, looked at as I'm out of bounds or I get in trouble. I'm out of the spirit. I don't want to be claimed I'm out the spirit. So I'm going to just do what I'm told to do. But did I put the same emphasis in it when it comes to something that I really enjoy?
My pleasure.
Right. That's why the Most High said, in addition to keeping His commandments, the punishments continue from 16 on down to 47. Then He says, on top of these commandments that you didn't want to keep, I'm going to curse you because you did this. You served me with no joy. You serve me with no gratitude. You're all life and all spirit when it's you doing you. When it's you doing you, you got all energy, all life, all spirit, all joy, all happiness, all smiles.
Yeah. When Israel was rolling blunts in the Jake days, they would pull the blunt out and smile out. Got the music going, music popping.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to smoke something, dog. You can give me a little cigarette. They pull it out.
They said heaven for a gangsta. Gangsta.
They cut it out. They blow it out. They lick it, and they go into their whole ritual act, the smiling act, and they get in the spirit of it. They get this. They get confident.
They get their little kefir tray out.
And they get their whole body language like
their little kefir tray, and then they crumble and sprinkle it. Then they smell it.
Smiling at it.
Then they licking it about 4, 5, 50 times.
They passing it around.
Yeah.
Puff give.
You know, hey, I dipped that in cognac.
Yeah.
You got to dip that in cognac. You know what I'm saying?
There's a smile to that.
Yeah.
Or when a brother got a pack of cigarettes back, he's like here.
You pack it like 25
Like this.
Yeah.
I wasn't a smoker, but that was
well,
my thing. I had my own vice.
You know what I'm saying? Like this right here in the hand.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Then they looking at you the whole time. You know, and then they know how to just open the pack and then with one hand just do a little flick. Then one little cigarette come up. You know what I'm saying? One little cigarette come up and they're not like, They don't even touch it. They just take it off their body. I don't even gotta touch it.
Smooth.
And then they do the whole ritual with the lighter. Then it's the flick of the wrist with the lighter. They got the Zippo lighter. They open and close with the flick. They rub it against their body real quick. Hit it and then light it and then close it back up. Put it back like a butterfly knife.
You ready to fly at it? It's gonna get fly because of negative.
Right.
We get fly because of negative.
Yeah.
We make it entertaining.
Right. And you know you can see where their joy is at. You can see where they're happy and they're excited and where they put their energy at. And that's what the Most High. That's all the Most High is saying. That is the reason why these curses shall continue. The Most High is saying, listen, I'm going to continue these curses because when it comes to serving me, you go through the motions. You don't put any energy behind it. You don't put any zeal behind it. You are more excited on the idea of a come up in the world. You're gonna hit a lick, or you got an opportunity, or you finna go on a date, or you about to come up on some money. You're more excited about a come up or an opportunity than you are being obedient to his commandment. See, it's not just the servitude of the commandments that the Most High is looking for. He's looking at your mind frame as you serve the commandments. How you serve the Most High's commandments. How do you execute the will of the Most High? Do you do it with joyfulness? Now read verse 47 one more time.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
He said, because you don't look at me the right way. I'm the one that gave you everything. I'm the one that's providing you everything. I'm the source of all your survival and your subsistence. Everything comes from me.
I don't even get thank you.
And that's the whole point. And if we do, it's very shallow.
Thank you for this food.
Yeah. It's routine.
Yeah.
Grace.
God is great. God is good.
I'm going through the routine of it. So what the Most High is looking at, how do you serve the Most High? Do you do it with excitement? Do you do it with excitement? Do you do it with joy? You could tell when somebody does something for joy.
Wow.
You could tell when somebody does something, they put their heart into it. They're putting their all into it.
I remember one of my first jobs. In an interview, I'm tip top in the interview. I'm smiling. I can't wait to be here. First 10 days, I was busting ass. I was cleaning every table, and then after I knew it, realized
I gotta be back tomorrow.
I gotta be back here again, and again.
These tables ain't going nowhere.
And again, these tables ain't going. These little white kids is throwing salt everywhere. There's salt on these tables. They won't check their children out. It's extra work. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I get off at 10, but I can't leave till 11. I gotta fold napkins. I gotta clean silverware. And that happiness of I have a job now.
Yeah.
That faded within at least 10, 11 days.
It ain't new no more.
I got fired because I had this. She said you changed. You changed. You're not like you were in the beginning. I'm like, I was trying to keep the job. I gotta pay a bill or two. Once I didn't need that job no more, my energy at the job kind of changed out. I'm doing whatever else. I'm doing the bare minimum. What you look at me for?
Right.
But my whole spirit changed. It wasn't the same caliber spirit.
Why was it?
I wasn't the same dude.
Why is it?
I want to be there. I'd rather be somewhere else.
You know, a lot of people want a job. Not everybody want to work.
That's true.
You know, and you know why you wasn't there? Because your heart wasn't there. And that's just the truth. Your mind is not there. And a lot of people go to work and their mind is somewhere else. Mm-hmm. They're on the phone, texting. I mean, I've seen it where even amongst what we have, the businesses we have developed, I've seen brothers playing video games when they're supposed to be working. You in a hot. you're in a high-paced sales position, and I've seen brothers that had connected their Xbox remote to their phone and is playing video games right at the register where the business is supposed to be conducted, and they heavy into a match on a video game.
Before online game was a big thing, but it was before online game was like popular.
Yeah, like that, brother. You working? Everything you do is we volunteer our efforts for the Most High sake, to build up the camp, to build the body up. But this is how you perceive doing the work of the Most High. Like there's something better to do than do this. I've seen brothers just on the phone, just going at it, and then I walk up like, brother, what are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing, man? It was dead in here. It was kind of slow.
Yeah, it was kind of slow.
It was kind of slow, so I just picked up. Yeah, but you didn't made the whole atmosphere comfortable around. You didn't got your phone propped up. You got your handheld device. You done got the Bluetooth going on from the controller to your phone. You've made this thing satiable and satisfactory to your liking, but not to the Most High's liking. There's no diligence in here. Diligence is painstaking effort. What that is my mind. I'm here at work, and that's all that there is. I'm here at work, but my mind is somewhere else because my joy is somewhere else. And see, this is why the Most High continued the curses even longer than just the 46 curses he gave us, or verse 46. Read verse 47 again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
Read on.
For the abundance of all things.
Go ahead.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
He says, therefore I will continue these curses. Not only will I curse you from verse 16 on down, he said, but I'm going to keep letting these curses continue. From 47 on down to 68.
So it wasn't like you just spanked us one time and said, don't do it anymore.
Right.
Act like a baby.
Right.
Don't do it. He kept continuing extending that issue.
He extended the curses. Simply because not only were we being disobedient, but also our mentality and our heart and our mind wasn't really there in doing the commandments anyway. We did the commandments as a formality, as an obligatory condition.
Yeah.
I'm obligated to do this.
Yeah. I better do it.
Because I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
So how many brothers and sisters serve the Most High with their whole heart? That's what the Most High want to see. Or do you serve the Most High and you just getting through the day? And I'm just buying time.
Just making it.
I'm just good. I'm going through the motions.
You're winging it.
You know how brothers that put their spirit into what they do? Because they do everything possible and they sacrifice every revenue avenue, resource possible to decorate and add on to and build whatever it is that the camp is doing for the Most High. That's how you know.
Those are great brothers out.
Because you know what? The ideas that they come up with. You can tell by the spontaneity of their ideas. But people that don't come up with no ideas to better what we do for the Most High. How can we make this even more beautiful? How can we make this situation more magnificent? How can we add more detail to our servitude? How can we make this whatever job that we're doing for the Father? How can we make this more abundant to where more people can see this and put this out on a larger scale? That I put my whole heart into it. That's how you know. It's not hard to see who half steps with the Most High. They don't come with no ideas. They just go to work. They come with complaints. They come with complaints about what doesn't work and what's not happening and what's not good. They don't come with ideas and saying, you know what, maybe we could add this to the brother's house. Maybe we could add that to the brother's house. Maybe we could build on this to the brothers, to the camp. How can we beautify the camp? You know what? It's many men that have long lists of ideas as far as what they do and how they do their service to the Most High, of how the Most High can be more glorified and how the Most High can be more beautified. And then you got men that don't bring up no ideas. They just go through. I went to work, and when soon as it's time to punch out, shalom. It's like a job. Shalom. I'm out. Okay. Did you leave the work of the Most High to go seek out your own real pleasure? Or did you actually think about and put some thought into what could make this job even more wonderful? Did you put some thought into what can make this job more beautified? Because you know what? When a restaurant has a high-strung, hard-nosed employee that sets a high standard, guess what? That standard becomes across the board and written in the policy.
Yeah, it becomes a standard.
You know what? There's many companies that pay for ingenuity, that pay their employees for coming up with ideas to better service the customers, to better performance, better ways of servicing the people that come through the doors, better ways of appreciation. And when you got employees that come up with them ideas, there's a lot of companies that reward that. They reward that with bonuses, with plaques, with days off, whatever. There's a variety of ways that different companies reward extracurricular activities. I'm going above and beyond just me coming to work. I look at what can make this job better. I'm trying to enhance this job. Even in the military. And even in the military, if you come up with an idea that saves the government money and they implement your idea, you get a check. They cut you a check in the mail. I've seen it myself. I've seen it where people got paid for creating newer ways of refining what the manual says.
Wow.
And going above and beyond just the manual and refining the manual and saying, we'll save this many man hours, which will save the government over the accumulated time of a year, will save the government $200,000. So that they submit the idea and the government likes it, they cut you a check. Here's $30,000 for your idea. But you know what? The Most High is no different. The Most High is no different. Matter of fact,
You gotta pull it.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a little slack. I like what you're saying, but no. I didn't see scripture like this before.
You got it?
If you got your own,
Ecclesiastes 12 and 3,
Yeah.
then you can go ahead and still
Yeah.
pull it. Ecclesiastes 12 and 3.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 in verse 3 read, there can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil.
So not only is no good that's coming to him that's always occupied in evil, that's obvious. That's an obvious understanding verse, right? Everybody should understand that. Shit, if you're doing evil, no good should. You don't deserve no good to come to you. That's obvious to understand. That's easy to understand. But what about the second part of this verse? Read on.
Nor to him.
But also, neither good shall come to him that what?
That giveth no alms.
That giveth no what?
No alms.
Alms is what's extra. Alms is what's more than just what's required, the standard. I'm just the basic. I'm here to do a job.
I did it.
I did my job. I clocked in. I did everything I was told to do. I clocked out. I'm going home, getting out of here. So the Most High is looking, in the same sense, the Most High is looking for individuals that when it comes to doing his service, they're willing to go above and beyond the norm than just following the commandments. They're trying to really put this truth out on a major level. They're trying to enhance the quality of the truth, the quality of the camp, the functionality of the camp, the promotion of the camp. What betters the camp? How can we put this Bible on display even more in front of people? That's why it said, neither to him that what?
Nor to him that giveth no alms.
So if I'm a person that doesn't want to go above and beyond and do the extra, you can do more. You beautify your houses. You put paintings on the wall. You put rugs down. You put stereo systems in. You put security cameras in. You do the extra for your houses. But do you do the extra for the Most High? That's what the Most High want to see. That's why the Most High had added on to the curses from Deuteronomy 28:47 on down. Damn, can you give me some joy? Where's the all? Are you just going to follow the commandments and that's it? See, the Most High is looking for those that have the mindset that they enjoy. I enjoy what I do for the Most High. See, when you enjoy what you do for the Most High, the output is different. the impact is different. You got individuals that do their job and they just say, I did my job. And then you got some individuals that do their job with a smile on their face. They love getting up in the morning. They love getting to the school on time. They love the discipline that's involved. They enjoy the hours, the grueling hours, whatever it may be. They love the unpredictability. Unpredictability. I can't predict what I'm gonna do today and where the Most High gonna have me at today. But instead of complaining, we should have men that complain. Okay, brother, you're gonna be at this mall today. Why do I have to be over there? I don't know nobody over there. The customers I know is over here. The people that I'm cool with is over here. I know everybody in this mall. I know everybody in the food court. I know everybody. I know everybody that works at all the stores. I get discounts at this store, this store. I'm comfortable at this place. So when they get called to go somewhere else, I can't go through no changes. I moan and I groan and I complain. Why y'all put me over here? Because you're needed over there. But do you take the mentality with you when you're asked to do something extra or do something out of your comfort zone? Do you take that mentality, that joy with you? Or do you just look at the bad for the fact that you've been pulled out of your comfort? Because that's when people start to complain. I'm only complaining because not only do I got to do the job, but now I'm being pulled out of my comfort.
It's not comfy anymore.
I don't have I can't do my routine. I got my routine. I get to the mall. I go to the restroom. I get my coffee. I get my drinks. I get my snacks. I get my breakfast. I sit down. I do everything based on my schedule. And when things aren't based on my schedule, I throw a fit. Because we're creatures of habit. But what the Most High is showing is, the Most High blesses even more to those that go above and beyond. That's why I said no good can come to them that doeth evil. That's obvious. He says, nor to him that giveth no alms.
See, people don't think about the B side of that.
No, they don't.
Yeah, look, of course I sin. I know I'm not going to get blessed. But I think I'm not going to get blessed because I didn't give the Most High extra.
Right. When I show up for work, how do I perceive doing the duties of the Most High? How do I perceive this work? See, that's something that the Most High is looking at. He's not just checking, did you do the commandments? He's checking your behavior along with the commandments. He's checking your mindset with the commandments. Are you one of the individuals that just come in, and clock out? Or are you one of the individuals that love what you do for the Most High so much, you want to see it better? You want to see it work better? You want to see it more efficient? Or do you do your work for the Most High and put your real strength and your real energy and your real zeal into the things that you're comfortable with?
I saved my energy for me.
I saved it for me. I saved the real brain power, the real thinking is mainly just about how can I make myself more comfortable. My comfort dominates my mind versus what I do for the Most High. So the Most High is checking the mentality, he's checking the mindset. So now, go to where you at? You're in Ecclesiastes 12 and 3. Let that go, and go to Ecclesiastes. You got the verse you're looking for?
Yeah, I got it, but it's a good verse. It's a good verse. Ecclesiastes 26:28.
Ecclesiastes 26:28.
Uh-huh.
Ecclesiastes 26, verse 28.
Uh-huh.
There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry.
So this is the thing that grieves the Most High. It bothers him. Right? Do we consider what really bothers? Like, yes, sinning bothers the Most High, but not just sin. There's other things that beyond just sin that affect and offend the Most High.
Yeah.
Read.
A man of war that suffereth poverty.
A man of war that is what? Suffers poverty. Right? Like I was supposed to bring up earlier. Listen, if I'm in the military, I'm sitting here adding good ideas and I'm adding my spice and my flavor and I'm adding extra spirit to the Most High. Most High would hate to not bless that man. He would hate to see a man that's investing himself in the bowels of the Most High not prosper. He hates to see Israel not be successful, not be blessed. But he can't bless us for things we don't actually, the work we don't put in. Right. If I'm not putting in the work, he says it's his joy to give Israel the kingdom. It's his happiness to give Israel the kingdom. But if I'm not earning it, nor am I putting spirit into my own kingdom, like, listen, man, it grieves the Father to watch Israel in poverty, spiritual poverty.
God.
It grieves him. Like, I want to bless a man of war, but if he's at war, he ain't fighting his battle, I'm not gonna bless him. Or if he is at war, he's busting his ass, and he still don't get blessed. No, I gotta make sure I change things around and rearrange things to offer this man more. I want more for this man because he puts his spirit in. But this concept of the Most High being grieved is based on what? How I'm affected by, do I put my spirit in my battle, or do I get blessed for what I invest in my battle? Read that point one more time. It went with your point. It's the point's kind of past this point.
No, it still makes sense because what he's saying is the Most High, for a man who has invested himself into Him, who put his spirit into serving Him, why would the Most High want to see him suffer poverty?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Why would the Most High want to watch a man that put in maximum effort in serving Him be without? That's not how the Most High operate. But the question is, who do I give my maximum effort to? God. And we'll find out a lot of times we give our maximum effort to us. That's why the Most High said, it says, how ye lay in your sealed houses, and my house lie waste.
God.
How dwell you in your sealed houses, and my house lie waste, saith the Most High. That's the truth of us as Israel. We'll make sure that our house is solidified, and our house is comfort, or our room is comfort, or our position is comfort, our circumstances comfortable. But do we put that same energy into expanding what makes the Most High happy? That's what the Most High wants to see. Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 30, verse 16.
Ecclesiastes chapter 30, verse 16. There is no riches above a sound body.
Yeah, you know what? Having a sound body is better than gold. It's better than money. Having a sound, free of disease, a body free of sickness, free of illness, that's great. It's great to put your energy into your body. That's awesome. Read on.
And no joy above the joy.
But there's no what?
No joy.
They said, but there's no joy greater than what?
Above the joy of the heart.
It said, but there's no joy above the joy of the what?
The heart.
So what is the Most High looking for in men? Do you put your mind into serving Him, not just follow commandments? Do you put your whole heart in it? That's what the Most High want to see. How much of your mind do you put into serving Him? I can easily go to work and fall into a routine doing work. That's easy. Work is repetitive. You can people multitask all day long. They on the phone, they got the earphones on, and they listen to music in the background, they watching TV, and they typing and working. People multitask all day long.
You know why? I really want to disengage. It's like being in a marriage, and I'm with you, I've done enough. Now I want to disengage. I just want to take my mind. My body's here, but my mind's 1,000 miles away.
Right.
And in that situation, there's no fulfillment on both sides.
It's funny you say that because, we'll do all the extras. We go the extra mile when it comes to establishing a relationship.
That's true.
But even over time, do we do those same level of investments and do those same extras as when it comes to maintaining the relationship? No. Do we come in with that same excitement? Do we come in with that same joy? Do we come in with that same pleasure in the relationship as we did from the beginning? In the beginning, when you establish in a relationship, it was all fun. This person's cool. I'm telling everybody about him. I'm telling all my friends. I'm telling my family. I just met this wonderful guy. Met this wonderful girl. Everything's great. She's cool. She's down to earth. She's a homebody. She don't really go out too much. She cooks. She's a great cook.
I see that good.
She's cleans well. Yeah, that's great. But you know what? Once you start living with the person, then you see the not so pretty side. Then what happens? What's wrong with you? What's your problem?
Yeah, it's different.
You changed up on me. You switched up on me. You're not the same person I met. You're not the person I fell in love with.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, now, as soon as there's a little bit of discomfort, there's a little tribulation, I change my heart. And that's what the Most High doesn't want us to go through. He doesn't want us to go through the process of disconnecting from Him because there was a little bit of adversity. Disconnecting from Him because of some changes that He put us through. Do I have the capacity to serve the Most High with my whole heart? That's why I said there's no joy above what?
Above the joy of the heart.
above the joy of the Most High. That's what the Most High wants. He wants your whole mind. He wants your mind to be consumed upon what pleases Him, like a relationship. So the question is, how do you get this heart? How do you get this joyful heart?
And to remember the former days.
That's good. What else? Remember the former days, meaning how?
When we were illuminated.
Like what?
What inspired us with how we felt when we first began the relationship. That enthusiasm that we had, that motivated us because we were just thankful to just be called into this. We appreciated that so much more.
Say that part again.
We appreciated so much more and all the little things about the relationship.
Right. You know, it's funny you say that because that's really what the class is really going to deal with. It's like what you said. We appreciated the little things. We appreciated what the initial beginning of the relationship.
Kind of close right here.
Come.
Real fast. St. John 6:47. Because Christ was addressing. Is that another place?
No.
Okay. Christ was addressing this issue. He dealt with this issue.
Somebody else read it.
St. John.
St. John 6:47.
Uh-huh.
Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me hath everlasting life.
So if I'm believing the Most High, I'm going to keep His commandments. I'm going to give my spirit to Him. Read on.
I am that bread of life.
So Christ said, I am the bread of life. I'm the bread of life. I'm going to feed you. I'm going to nourish you. I'm going to strengthen you. I'm going to fill you. That's what bread does. Bread fills you. It makes sure you're full. You ever eat food? It's enough food, but you want to eat a little bread to kind of make your stomach a little more satisfied. I'm going to satisfy you. Me alone, my spirit alone is enough to satisfy you or satiate your desires and your hunger. That's what He's saying. When He said, I'm the bread of life, He's saying, me alone, I am enough. Me alone, Christ alone, the Father alone is enough to satisfy and satiate your desires and your hunger. I am the bread of life. Read.
Verse 49. Your fathers did eat manna.
Your fathers did eat manna. Read.
In the wilderness and are dead.
Your forefathers ate this bread from heaven, and they're no longer here. That was a previous generation. We're supposed to read the scriptures and learn from the previous generation, right? Read.
This is the bread which cometh down from heaven.
So He's using this metaphor of the bread that came from heaven that we ate on, what we used as sustenance. We left Egypt and we used the manna that the Most High gave us as our sustenance to survive. We only had enough bread for that day. And at the time we still murmured and complained. We're still unhappy because it wasn't necessary to our liking. But it was substance. It wasn't what we preferred.
You know, we call manna, even though it came directly from the Most High, we call manna we loathe this light bread. How we looked at the manna was crooked. We said we're disgusted with this light bread, even though the manna was enough to get you through the day. See, the manna, the purpose of the manna was to establish dependency between you and the Most High. The purpose of the manna, for the fact that it rotted and withered every day, was the fact that I need to the next day, tomorrow, be appreciative that the Most High fed me today. And even though I don't know if I'll eat tomorrow, I'll still be appreciative that the Most High fed me yesterday. And then when the Most High fed me today, I'm thankful again that the Most High fed me today. And you know what? The manna withered. You had people that would. It says that they collected enough manna to fill up an omer. An omer is about the size of a bathtub per household. You couldn't even eat all that manna in a day. But you know what the Most High was trying to get Israel to see? Be appreciative of what I do for you every day. Even though, yes, you're not sure of where this is coming from, even though you're not sure if you're going to have it tomorrow, Be thankful that it dropped down today. And also, that's the incremental way that the Most High was trying to establish a relationship with Israel. That you can trust me. Look, you don't have no food, but I dropped manna out the sky. Guess what? You ate again. The next day, you ate again. The next day, you ate again. What is he trying to establish with Israel? Trust. You can trust me. You can depend on me. And I'll make sure you're taken care of.
I'm always going to be there.
Yeah, Connor. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Read on. That's beautiful.
St. John chapter 6 verse 50.
Keep reading, sir. Thank you.
This is the bread which cometh down from heaven.
This is the bread which cometh down from heaven. Read.
That a man may eat thereof and not die.
If you eat this bread, you won't be stuck in your life, in this wilderness, in this place that you don't know north from south, east from west. You're lost. But I'm going to sustain you even though you're lost. I'm going to sustain you even though you're in unfamiliar territory. Right? The Most High did that for our forefathers. But in this life, the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, the counsels, the camp structure, the development, the class, the information, the connection between all of us in our internal dynamic where we sit here and we have interdependency, that's supposed to sustain us. I'm supposed to be valuing that. Read.
I am the living bread.
He said, I am the living bread. You're not going to die because you're living in my structure, in my mindset, and you're applying my wisdom. You're building your house on a rock, the stability of the wisdom of the scriptures, not on sin, which is my own, my own vanity. Read.
Says, I am the living bread which comes down from heaven.
So let me connect the idea, in case you didn't pick it up. The same way you were taken care of every day with the manna in that time period is the same way you serving me every single day will come out. The outcome will be you will be taken care of and sustained for that day. Read.
If any man eat of this bread,
if any man choose to eat this bread, read.
He shall live forever.
I'm going to live forever. Live forever. This means I don't have to worry about I'm going to lose, I'm going to die. I did all this righteousness and I was the fear Israel has. I did this for nothing. That's the fear Israel has. What am I doing this for? I'm sacrificing for nothing. Will I be taken care of in the end? Well, what about today? You haven't been taken care of today? Didn't you eat manna today? Didn't your service and your outcome sustain your family today? Read.
And the bread that I will give is my flesh.
But he said he's going even deeper now. He's giving more detail. The bread I'm going to give you now, back then the bread was this manna from heaven, this bread from heaven, this light bread that we said, right? From our perspective. Now I'm going to give you my flesh. I'm going to die for you. I'm going to suffer for you. I'm going to break myself for you. I'm going to make my life about you. Read.
Which I will give for the life of the world.
I'm going to give the life of not the whole world. Right? We're past that, right? We're past tripping on John 3:16 from the wrong Christian perspective. The world is the world of who?
The world of Israel.
The world of Israel, right? So I'm going to break myself for your world. But you know what? The world of Christ, it's cool, but, it's a routine. He said, I'm going to break myself for your world. We should get the same spirit back. That's not the point I'm going into. Keep reading.
Verse 52.
Uh-huh.
The Jews therefore strove amongst themselves.
Oh, here it comes. Here's that internal rumbling. This is when the service of man changes. This is when the mind and the outlook and the expression of this information changes. When people internally strive. They start talking to other sisters, saying crazy things to other sisters, talking to brothers, talking crazy to brothers, talking to strangers, telling people strangers, complaining about what they do to strangers.
Yeah.
Talking to their mom on the phone. Mama, I don't know what I'm doing now. Do you have that couch ready? I might have to come back home, Mama. Right? Read.
Saying, how can this man give us his flesh to eat? Then Yahushua said unto them.
Now they didn't really fully get the understanding. How is this man going to give us his physical flesh to eat? I get the idea, but they weren't really listening. They were looking at Christ's surface. You got to look at him surface. Somebody's going to give you your flesh. You're going to feed 5,000 people with your body at? Does that really make sense? But they were taking this biblical thing surface. Read.
Verse 53.
Uh-huh.
Then Yahushua said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, except ye eat of the flesh of the Son of Man, and drink his blood, ye have no life in you.
If you don't eat his flesh and drink his blood, there's no life in you. Read on.
Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day.
Keep reading.
For my flesh is meat indeed.
My flesh is meat indeed. Let's give us a clue. Read on.
And my blood is drink indeed.
My blood is not just manna anymore. My flesh and my blood is meat. It's going to sustain you. My blood will clear your thirst. The thirst you have in your life, the certain things and issues you have, I'm going to satiate that thirst you have with my blood. Read.
He that eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood dwelleth in me, and I in him.
Read on.
As the living Father has sent me, and I live by the Father, so he that eateth me, even he shall live by me.
So he's asking for more now. I want not only you to eat this bread, I want you to eat my flesh and my blood. I'm the bread of life. But let's go right to the point of impact. Verse 61.
Verse 61.
Uh-huh.
When Yahushua knew in himself that the disciples murmured at it, he said unto them, Doth this offend you?
Does this offend you? We get mad. We get upset.
You know, we get mad at the fact that we're asked to do more.
He said, does this offend you?
Right. We got to do extra now. We got to go above and beyond.
Your flesh and your blood?
Right. You're asking for too much.
You look, I was cool with just eating the bread.
Right. I was cool with the bread.
I was cool with the bread, bro. Now I gotta eat your flesh and drink your blood. Immediately start tripping out.
You know why? Because people trip out when they're asked to do more.
Con.
And that's when people trip out. When people are asked to go above their comfort level, that's when they start tripping out. That's when that's when they're not sure about, is this right? Is this what the Most High wants from me? Is this coming from the Most High, or is this ran by man? That's when these questions start to be, formulating in the mindset. Man, is this a man's program, or is this really from the Most High?
That's why I got to pull this one point. Verse 66. I like what you said. Verse 66.
Verse 66. From that time, many of his disciples went back.
Read it again.
From that time, many of his disciples went back.
Read it again.
From that time, many of his disciples went back.
Read on.
And walked no more with him.
Yeah, that's it. I gave up.
Damn, he lost disciples off that.
Right.
Because he asked them not just to eat bread. I want you to eat my flesh and drink my blood. I want you to do everything I do.
Right.
They say, you know what?
That's where I check out.
These miracles was cool. The miracles was dope.
Yeah.
I ain't like that bread, that fish and that bread 5,000.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was fresh.
I'm not finna do this thing. Listen, eat your flesh, drink your blood. I gotta live just like you.
Man, you gonna be a cannibal?
What? I gotta sit here and break myself like you broke yourself for the nation?
Right.
Nah, bro.
I'm not willing to go there for.
Nah, bro.
And that's what the Most High is looking at. Do we just do what's ordained? Do we just do the commandments, or are we willing to go above? Are you willing to go above and beyond what you're asked to do?
You gonna drink his flesh? You gonna eat his blood out?
And not only that, but stay positive doing it.
God.
And that's when negativity creeps in.
God.
That's when negative thoughts start to formulate. That's when doubts and suspicions start to be created.
Cause that's like, you know what you say? They say you're gonna eat, drink, and sleep this now.
Right.
I'm gonna eat, drink, and sleep all this, but now I can't just nibble at Christ. Now I gotta completely engorge myself with Christ. The disciples say, "Hey man, we ain't
doing it."
First they started striving amongst each other.
Right.
They got really ain't like that message.
Is he really asking us to do this?
You asking me to do more than what I was initially here? I was just cool with the miracles.
How does the Most High look at us when we're willing to do more? See, if I got the right heart, if I got the right mind frame, I don't care about what I'm asked to do. I'll still go above and beyond. Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 17, verse 22.
You have Ephesians 6 already?
Yeah, I understand. Got it.
Do you have Ephesians 6 already?
No, sir.
Alright. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 5.
Hold on. Let's get this real quick. We're gonna get this real quick.
I'll text it
We're
to
gonna come back. Yeah, we're gonna
Text
come
the
back.
homie.
I already did.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Come.
Read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 17 and verse 22 reads, "The arms of a man is as a signet."
It said, how does the Most High look at a man that's willing to go above and beyond what he's asked to do?
The arms of a man is as a signet.
A signet is a what? A signet is like a ring, a symbol. A signet is something that like a king has a signet.
Certified prophet.
Right. It's a certification.
He's known
Signet.
He's known by it.
A seal, particularly in Great Britain, the seal used by the king
Right.
in sealing his private letters.
So when a seal says, "Man, I'm putting my stamp of approval on this. I approve of this message."
Represent.
That's a king saying, "I authorize and ordain this letter," or "I authorize and ordain this comes from me. I'm okay with this behavior." See, a man that's willing to go above and beyond and not just do the norm, it's one thing just to, I ain't gonna say it's one thing, because some of us have a hard time and we struggle even with just keeping the commandments.
Yeah.
But over time, once you know the commandments, are you willing to go above and beyond just the normal commandments, or are you really trying to give your mind to serving the Most High? That's why the Most High said this. Read that again.
The arms of a man is as a signet.
He says the arms of a man, when a man does commit himself 1,000% and gives maximum effort to serving the Most High. He said the Most High approves of this. He said the arms of a man is a signet. Go ahead.
The arms of a man is as a signet with him.
Go ahead.
And he will keep the good deeds of man as the apple of the eye.
He said he will keep the good deeds of man as the what?
Apple of the eye.
Read on.
And give repentance to his sons and daughters.
It says, and I'll give repentance to his sons and daughters. So when I'm willing to go beyond just the commandments, the Most High said, listen, man, I'm never going to forget the fact that you gave your whole heart in serving me. Not just because you wanted to keep the 10 Commandments, or you only wanted to not eat pork, or you only wanted to show up on the Sabbath. How did you show up on the Sabbath? Did you show up on the Sabbath with joy? How did you go to work for the Most High? Did you serve the Most High with a smile on your face? Or are you a hireling? You only want to smile when you're getting paid.
Oh, good now.
Yeah, because that's a lot of times, a lot of us only want to tap dance when there's something coming directly beneficial to us. We'll go above and beyond when we see we're getting something out of it.
Yeah.
But if I don't see how this is going to do me any good, I'll do the normal. I'll do the regular.
I'm a selective servant.
I'll just come to class and that's about it. That's about as much as I'm going to give my mind to the Most High. Well, the Most High said, listen, for those that are willing to go above and beyond, they really put their whole heart into this truth. He said, the Most High said, man, I'm going to keep that man as the apple of my eye. I got something special for that man. He's not just a person to just show up. This person shows up and show out. This person loves what they do for the truth. They love what they do for the camp. Whatever it is that they're asked to do for the Most High, they give their whole 100% effort into it. That's what the Most High is looking at. That's why he said in Deuteronomy 28:47, he said, listen, I'm going to extend these curses. I'm going to make these curses continually go down, because you don't just not only are you disobedient, but you don't have the right heart towards me.
It's true.
And you know what develops that right heart? No matter what you go through, learning how to look at the Most High the right way. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2.
You coming back to this?
Let this go.
Deuteronomy 8, verse 2. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Most High thy power led thee these 40 years in the wilderness.
And see, that's why I like what you said earlier, Naga, how about remembering the former days. You know why? Because you're supposed to look at, when you in order to maintain the right heart and the right mind towards the Most High, you can't be so quick to forget how the Most High has been there with you no matter what you've gone through. You can't be so quick to forget all the things that the Most High involved himself in and aided you with when you were at a low point in your life.
Yeah.
And you were at a point of distress. And you were at a point lacking. You know what's so crazy is that the Most High got a lot of servitude and servants that are His that have short-term memories. It's like, damn, I fed you yesterday, and now you don't want to give. Now you don't want to smile. Now you don't want to extend yourself. I made sure you drank yesterday. You had a house yesterday. You had water yesterday. Now when you're asked to go above and beyond the norm, you cop an attitude. That's the problem with Israel. They quick to forget all the good that the Most High does for them when they be in a pinch. It's amazing how Israel has short-term memory.
It's like golden calf popped up.
I didn't have a job and I still ate. I didn't have a job and the Most High sustained me. I didn't even know how my bills was going to get paid, and I ain't lose nothing. Matter of fact, I increased.
In Christ.
I increased in the epidemic. I increased in a pandemic. I gained more abundance. I said it in the class a while back. I ain't never had so much food till the damn epidemic and the pandemic hit. I had so much damn food. I ain't never had this much food in my life. Food just fell out like, damn, in the crisis, we eat like kings.
Yeah.
That's all this food coming from. In the worst case scenario. You know why? Because the Most High don't forget all the times that you were able to look at Him in a positive way when things were maybe made uncomfortable. Or when it was just the routine of work. You still put your whole heart into work. Israel be catching amnesia, man. We just forget all the times that the Most High fed us and was there with us the whole time when things were bad. And as soon as you ask to do a little bit more than what you're normally asked to do, above just the commandments, you catch an attitude, you flip out and you trip. That's a damn shame. Shame on you. That's for real. Shame on you for having short-sightedness when it comes to looking at the Most High's good mercy and His pleasure and His graciousness. And the fact that He took care of you when you was down and out. You don't recall that? You forget about that? You should have wrote it down then. Shit, you should have wrote it and notated in a journal all the things that the Most High has done for me and saved me in a time of trouble when I probably didn't deserve it.
Wow.
I should have wrote it down.
If I appreciate it.
If I'm really thankful, I should be able to recall 5 or 6 to 10 things off the top of my head how the Most High was there with me in a crunch. In a crack. If you can't do that, there's something wrong with you. The Most High said He daily loadeth us with what? Benefits. Daily. The Most High been with me daily, feeds me daily. But if I can't run off 10 things off the top of my head that the Most High has come through for me on, I got a problem. I should be able to look at it like this. I should be able to come off the top of my head in a flash. How good the Most High has been to me. And that's the problem. We got the wrong damn mentality. As soon as there's a little bit of discomfort, as soon as I'm being pulled out of my comfort zone, I'm being pulled out of my atmosphere, I'm being pulled out of my routine, all of a sudden, I don't want to do this.
It don't fit my opinion.
Read that. Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2.
Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Most High, our power, led thee these 40 years.
Go ahead.
In the wilderness.
Right. Read on.
To humble thee.
So what was the purpose of the 40 years?
To humble thee.
He was trying to get you to be humble. It wasn't trying to break you and destroy you. So if you caught a little hell in life, it wasn't that the Most High was disconnected from you. It wasn't that the Most High is not real anymore. It's not that the Most High can't help you because you're going through a little uncomfortable moment in your life. All the Most High was doing is using the situation to break your damn pride. That's all the Most High was doing. So when the Most High be snatching and taking things away from you and causing you a little distress and a little discomfort, that was to keep your pride in check. That's to keep your pride in order. It wasn't for you to turn around and look at the Most High and say, you abandoned me. You don't love me. You don't care about me. You ain't with me. Why should I serve you? That's what we do.
What's the benefit?
What's the benefit? As soon as life gets a little uncomfortable, we're quick to abandon our faith in the Most High. That's a damn shame. From the same person that feeds you every day, from the same person that makes sure you got a roof, and when you ain't have nothing, you still sustain. That's a damn shame. That's why the class is called, you got to be more gracious. You got to show more gratitude. You got to be more thankful. Where do we get this notion from to cop an attitude knowing damn well the Most High been feeding me this whole time?
Somebody defend that easy.
But read on.
God. To humble thee.
To do what?
To humble
That's
thee.
why the Most High got you going through what you're going through. Because if you didn't, your pride would be through the damn roof. You know what happens when Israel gets pride? It says Jezreel waxed fat and what?
Kick.
And kick. That means that the upright ones, the Most High's children, as soon as everything is A-OK in their life with no troubles and no scenarios, no tribulation, we get real forgetful. It says Jezreel waxed fat and kick, meaning we don't want to serve the Most High anymore. We forget about the Most High. We think following the Most High is obsolete. It won't do me no good.
He's an inconvenience.
Serving the Lord is for what? Why? Why should I serve the Lord?
Yeah.
Now I don't even know why should I read the Bible? Now I got all these thoughts looming in my head because I caught a little hell. When the whole purpose of the tribulation was to break your pride down and humble you a little bit. You know what that humbling is supposed to be? A little bit of self-reflection.
Yeah.
I'm sending you through this circumstance so you can start looking at yourself a little bit. You start analyzing yourself. That's what we don't do. Read on.
And to prove thee.
And to do what?
To prove thee.
And to put you to the test. That's what the Most High want to see. It's all a test. Everything you go through in life is a test. You know what the Most High want to know? If I send you through a little tribulation, things start getting a little hectic in your life, can you still look at me the same way? Can you still look at me with a positive attitude? Are you willing to still go above and beyond just following the commandments? Do you do more? Or you just want to do just enough not to be in trouble? Not to be classified as a sinner? Because some of us fall into that, I'm just here to not be in trouble, but I'm just here to show, but I'm not putting my whole heart. You know what the Most High know about each and every one of us? He, at one point in time, you showed the Most High your all. See, the Most High know. Go back to Ecclesiastes 17 real quick. We just read something from there, but go back to it. Go,
13:20.
Ecclesiastes chapter 17, verse 19.
God.
Ecclesiastes chapter 17 and verse 19 reads,
Read that.
therefore all their works are as the sun before him.
It says, it's obvious. I've seen you put your best effort into something. You know what the Most High did? You didn't pull your card already. You didn't show the Most High your hand at some point in your life. You know a lot of times that we gave our best effort to some damn job that the white man owned. We gave our best effort to an endeavor that we were trying to accomplish. Whether it be sports, whether it be music, whether it be sewing, fashion, whether it be bicycling, skateboarding. When it comes to these different activities that we take pleasure in, we show the Most High what our maximum effort looks like. We've already showed the Most High what dedication look like. We'll go to work every damn day with a smile on our face. We get to work early. We'll be 20 minutes early. We volunteer. We go in on our day off. Hey, I need you to work a double this weekend. No problem.
Hey, okay.
Hey, sweetie. I'm not gonna be home this weekend. I gotta work a double. You accept it with no questions, no argument, no debating. Hey, we're working 7 days straight, 7 to 7. This whole month it's crunch time in the you know, corporate's coming in to do a visit. Corporate's gonna come in and pay a visit to the company. We gotta keep everything tight, so we gotta work 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts. You just accept it with ease, with no complaint. As soon as the Most High asks you for something, Why I got to do this? Why do we have to do it this way? Now there's a problem. That's why you done already showed your hand to the Most High. You done already showed your dedication when it comes to something you want to accomplish. When it's something that you get rewarded in. You done already played yourself. The Most High knows the effort you will give to something that's not Him. You see men and women go out of their way to serve the nations, but won't go out of their way to serve the Most High. That's why I said their ways are always before me. Read on.
Therefore, all their works are as the sun before Him.
Read on.
And His eyes are continually upon their way.
And the Most High always been watching you. You think the Most High took a day off on watching you?
He's like, I'll flag it today.
Yeah, like I'll be back. I'm gonna check on you next week. Man, you tripping?
That car go ahead and hit you today. I
wasn't looking, man. My bad. I took my eyes off. You know, I was supposed to hit the other person behind you, but today that car just had your number.
I didn't feel like seeing you, man. I ain't, man.
I put the turtle in the road. You know, caused the person to swerve. Didn't want to hit the turtle. They hit you. You know. People don't understand. The Most High watching you every day. It's not you're not doing nothing that's discreet. You're not doing nothing smooth.
Slick.
You're not slick. You're not finesse. You can't finesse the Most High. The Most High see your corrupt attitude and your corrupt ways and how much you give your thoughts and your mind to things that's outside of serving Him. The Most High see it all day. He's been watching you the whole time. You played yourself.
Yeah.
You didn't think the Most High was watching. You didn't think the Most High was paying attention to you. And how much you gave your heart, your mind, and your soul to something that wasn't serving Him. That's why I said, man, I'm watching you on a daily, man. You ain't doing nothing new. Who are you trying to fool? But when I ask you to do something, there's a problem. When I ask you to go out your way, when I ask you to be appreciative, when I ask you to establish this relationship, I'm trying to establish a relationship with you, you got a problem with it. I'm trying to have you build trust in me. That's why I'm making these things happen. I'm steering your life so that eventually you can get broken down and humbled down and recognize that I'm the one that's feeding you. Let that go and go back to where we was at Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 2. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Most High our power led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee.
To do what?
To humble thee.
To humble thee. That's all that your battles are about. The Most High got you going through situations in your life to calm that pride down that you possess. See, every man got a whole lot of pride. How else would that pride be put in order? Unless the Most High put things in your life that's uncomfortable for you. How else are you going to develop the notion in the relationship that I can depend on the Most High and trust the Most High if He don't put you through some tribulation? But it's not to destroy you. It's only to humble you down so you can accept the relationship. But you know what we do? Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 30 and read verse 21.
Ecclesiastes 30 and verse 21. Give not over thy mind to heaviness.
It's like, give not over thy mind to what?
To heaviness.
You know what we do? Instead of looking at the Most High and saying, you know what, I know exactly why the Most High has this situation and this scenario happening to me. I know why the Most High got me going through this in my life. I know exactly what the Most High is doing with me. You know what we do? We get mad. Why the Lord got me going through this? The Most High ain't real. He don't love me. He don't care about me. That's why I say, give not thy mind to heaviness, but go ahead.
And afflict not thyself in thy own counsel.
Because you know what? You'll start trying to tell yourself what it is that, and why you got you, what's got you in the situation. You'll start trying to come up with your own answers and solutions. Instead of recognizing the Most High is in control of my life. And if things are not prospering at the moment, it's because He's trying to humble me down and He's trying to get me to see myself. How come we can't adopt that mentality? But we'll go through all kind of changes of, you know, I got to get myself out of here. I got to make a way. Serving the Most High is useless. Serving the Most High is in vain. You know, that don't do me no good. I don't see how this is going to do me any good serving the Lord. we'll go through all these different things. Read on.
God. The gladness of the heart.
But we're going back to what?
The gladness of the heart.
But you know what the Most High want to see? How do you look at Him? Do you serve the Most High with gladness and joyfulness of heart? The Most High said in Deuteronomy 28:47, because thou servest not the Lord with joyfulness and gladness of heart, therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies for all these things. For you shall serve your enemy in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. Because you can't appreciate me, because you don't have the capacity to look at me the right way, simply because you catching a little hell, simply because you're going through a little uncomfortable situation. You don't have the right perspective. I'm going to have you keep serving your enemies until you develop the right perspective. You're going to serve some damn devils.
I'm going to serve the ops. Because you ain't have taken joy.
Because you don't know how to look at me the right way. That's the problem. We don't have the right perspective. We don't serve the Most High with joy. Because He's not our joy. We think there's joy outside of serving the Most High. And that's the problem. There's a disconnection. Read on.
The gladness of the heart is the life of man.
It says the gladness of the heart is what?
The life of man.
So no matter what I'm going through in my life, I can still look at the Most High in a positive way. I can still turn around and look at the Most High right. You know why I can do that? Because I understand that the tribulation or circumstance the Most High is putting me through is necessary for my development. Go to Romans chapter 5 verse 3. The Most High uses tribulation as a building block for man.
Romans chapter 5 and verse 3. And not only so, but we glory in tribulation.
It said you're supposed to still look at the Most High and glory in tribulation and praise the name of the Most High. Even in tribulation.
No matter what.
No matter what you go through in life. Can you still glory in the Most High? Can you still praise the name of the Most High? Can you still say Barakatah Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? Can you still thank the Most High even in your tribulation?
Regardless.
Or do you turn your back on the Most High in your tribulation and start seeking out your own salvation of what's going to save you out of this circumstance? Looking at an alternative to serving the Most High. Because that's what we do. When we don't have the right mentality, we look for alternatives. We look for alternatives. Matter of fact, we got to read that. Hold on. Hold that. Let me get it real quick. Go to Jeremiah chapter 2. Start at verse 26.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 26.
Start at verse 25.
Verse 25.
Read that.
Verse 25. Withhold thy foot from being unshod.
Unshod means you barefoot. You know what the Most High said? Yeah. He said, stop walking around barefoot. What does it mean to walk around barefoot? What is the Most High trying to say right here? Anybody?
Uncovered. Yeah.
Huh? Uncovered, unprotected. What else?
Unprepared. Without surety.
Unprepared. What else?
Without surety.
Without surety. You know what the Most High is saying? He says, withhold thy foot from being unshod, meaning don't be walking around here barefoot. Don't have some decency. Have some decency about yourself. You know what that means? That means to be walking around barefoot means I don't got no shame. I don't have no shame. Ain't no shame on me. Read on.
And thy throat from thirst.
He said, and stop walking around sipping everything that you find. You know what he's saying? You thirsty. You look in the field and quench your thirst by whoever you run into. You gadding abroad.
Like the quiver?
Easy. No, not that. You're entertaining other sources. You quick to receive information from outside sources. And you don't got no shame about it. You don't have shame in the fact that you'll drink from anything. You accept anything from anybody. You don't got no shame in that. Read on.
There is no hope. No.
It said because you say in your mind there's no what?
There was no hope.
Because you say in your mind ain't no need to serve the Most High. I might as well do me. I might as well do what satisfies me. Ain't no hope serving the Most High. Read on.
For I have loved strangers.
It said because I love what?
Strangers.
You'll serve anybody and everything else with 100% heart but the Most High.
Something foreign.
You'll sip from a foreign instrument that has never been proven to take care of you, and you'll put your heart in that.
Which is true.
These are alternatives to serving the Most High.
So it's people serve gods.
People serve alternatives when they feel like the Most High is not there. Because I simply caught a little bit of adversity. Because I went through a little bit of tribulation. I'm quick to cast off the Most High and not believe. I'm quick to not believe because I caught a little bit of hell. Now the Most High not real no more. And now I look for alternatives. Because that's what that's sipping. I'm thirsty. I'm looking for answers. Now I'm desperate. But read on.
And after them will I go.
And I'm going to go after these strangers. I'm looking for alternatives. Are there alternatives to serving the Most High? This is what people come to the conclusion of when they give up hope serving the Most High. When their mind goes to heaviness.
Is there another way, huh?
It's got to be another way.
That look is desperate.
It's got to be another way. It's got to be another way to make it. Because you know what, serving the Most High there's no hope serving the Most High. Because the Most High sending me through a little tribulation. I don't see the good in it. So it's got to be another way. I got to make it another way. There's got to be another way. I'm going to find another way. But read on.
Verse 26. As the thief is ashamed.
He said, damn, even a thief, when he caught, there's some shame.
That's embarrassing.
Even a thief get a little embarrassed. That's why you see them on TV with their head down and they got the cuffs on, their head is down, and they got their damn head in their shirt. Even a thief is a little ashamed when he busted. Damn, but you ain't got no shame looking for alternatives for not serving the Most High.
Wow.
You ain't got no shame. Yes.
No, I was just gonna make a statement. I saw, you know how they have like in the gas station where they have like the people who face like going to jail. They showed some people that was like laughing, and some people that weren't laughing. Some people that took it serious, some people that didn't take it serious.
Yeah, it ain't funny when you get a sentence. But he said even the thief got some shame to him when he busted. When he go to judgment. Read on.
When he is found.
Go ahead.
So is the house of Israel ashamed. They, their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets. Verse 27. Saying to a stock, Thou art my father.
We'll put our trust in everything and anything but the Most High.
Wow. Thou art my father. Was to a stock.
A stock is a tree. Is a branch. To a piece of wood. We'll serve a piece of wood before we serve the Most High.
Stupid.
And that piece of wood is just an alternative. We'll look for alternatives that other than just following the Most High's commandments and serving Him with joy and giving Him our whole heart. We'll give anything and everything else our whole heart but Him. Read on. Or shall I say, the best of our productivity.
Yeah.
Wow.
Read on.
And to a stone. Wow. Thou hast brought me forth, for they have turned their back unto me.
He said, man, you know what? I'll give these outside sources all my creativity. I'll give all these outside sources my brain power. I'll give them my mind. I'll meditate on all these things that's not serving the Most High. This is not new. This is old. Read on.
And not their face, but in the time of their trouble they will say, Arise and save us.
He says they turn their back unto me and not their face. So you know what that means? We'll do this. We're notorious for this. I'm with you, Lord. I'm with you. See? I'm still here. Boy, that's what he said. He said, my people will quickly turn their back on me, but they'll keep their face toward me like they really care. Man, you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You halfway gone. You like this looking back. I'm with you, Lord. No, you're not. Because, yeah, your face is looking at me, but your body and your movements and your direction is getting ready to go somewhere else. And that's what the Most High know about us. We'll swear we're locked into the Most High, but our body be like this.
And a thief is always looking back when they have to restore. You know what I'm saying?
True. Read on.
I'm not getting what I want, so I'm gonna go look for an alternative.
Yeah. Read on.
Verse 28. But where are thy gods?
See, what the Most High gonna do is, if I don't give the Most High my whole heart, when I put my trust in the thing that's gonna let me down, that's when the Most High is gonna mock me. Because you gave this circumstance, you gave these alternatives your whole heart, your whole mind, all your creativity, all your power, all your strength, and then you find out it blew up in your face, it didn't work for you. Now you want to come back to me. But the Most High gonna come back and say what?
But where are thy gods?
Where's your power at? Where's your stock at? Where's your stone at? Where's your lucky rock? Where's that God you was praying to? Where was that element that you was giving all your effort to, because you didn't give it to me? You didn't give me your whole mind. So where's that investment that you cared so much about? Where's that thing that you invested in so hard? How come that's not going through for you? How come it's not working? Where is it at? Because that's what you wanted more than me. So where is it helping you now? Read on.
That thou hast made me, that thou hast made thee. Let them arise, if they can save thee.
He said, let these alternative lifestyles that you so hardly and so ferociously pursued, let this lifestyle take care of you that you so ever wanted, that you put your whole mind in trying to construct and create. Let it take care of you then. You know what you're gonna find out? It ain't gonna take care of you. It ain't gonna feed you. It's not gonna be there for you. All the effort and energy you put into creating your own lifestyle, and it's gonna fall apart. It ain't gonna be there to help you. I'm gonna make my way work. Read on.
If they can save thee in the time of thy
trouble. Can these gods, can that job, can this effort that you put into not serving me, can that save you in a time of trouble? Because that's where you put your mind at. That's where you put your heart at. That's where your thoughts were on a daily basis, on a regular. That's what ruled your mind. So how come the thing that ruled your mind isn't taking care of your needs? That's when the Most High is going to start poking fun at your decision making. Read on.
For according to the number of thy cities are thy gods.
He said, man, just like America got about 10,000 cities, he said that's how many gods my people got. They got 10,000 alternatives. You got 10,000 other ways of trying to do something but serve the Most High. And we'll explore each and every one of those cities. We'll explore each and every one of those ideas of what I can do to be successful and what I can do to be happy. How can I pursue happiness? When the happiness was right in front of you. But you didn't look at him that way. You didn't value him. You didn't look at him like he was happiness. Let that go. I forgot where I was at before that. Go back who was before that.
Romans chapter 5 and verse 3.
Yeah, that's right. Romans chapter 5 verse 3. Read that.
Says, and not only so, but we glory in tribulations.
See,
if
you understand what the Most High is doing to you, He's humbling your heart. That's the first step, and it's what's necessary to get you to look at Him in a good way. He got to break you down first to make you appreciate and make you value Him. How do you get a person that's prideful to value the Most High? You got to break them down. You got to send them through something. You got to make their life uncomfortable. And if I understand that, then I won't look at the tribulation in a negative way. Read on.
Knowing that tribulation.
Knowing that what?
Knowing that tribulation.
You're supposed to know that whatever you go through in your life is developing something in you. The hardships that you're catching in your life is making you a better person. And it's making you patient. Read on.
And patience, experience.
And as you become more patient in the hardships that you're going through, it's giving you more experience that I'm going to be there with you throughout the hardships. Read on.
And experience, hope.
And what does experience give a man?
Hope.
So the multitude of and the compilation of events that you go through in your life, they develop your what? They develop your hope. But hope in who? The Most High. See, I can look at tribulation two ways. I can look at it and say, God is not for me, there's no hope. So I got to make up my own way. I got to find an alternative route to make it. Or I can say, you know what? The Most High is just working on my pride. And He's humbling me down so that I can develop hope in Him. You have two options when it comes to serving the Most High. To look at your tribulation.
God bless her.
God.
Real fast. Proverbs 20 and verse 30. Really verse 27. And then verse 30. 27 first and then 30.
Proverbs 20, verse 30.
No, verse 27.
And verse 27. Proverbs 20, verse 27. The spirit of man.
The spirit of man, the mentality of man, the thought of man, the mindset of man, the perspective of man. Read.
Is the candle of the Most High.
It's the candle of the Lord. Use a candle to what? To see your environment, right? To see what's going on around you. So the Most High uses your spirit to see what's going on inside of you. Where's this man at? I'm looking at this man's spirit like it's a candle. Go to verse 30.
The blueness of a womb cleaneth.
Stop. My bad. Verse 27. Read it again. 27 again.
Proverbs 20 and verse 27.
Come.
The spirit of a man is the candle of the Most High.
So the Most High sees your spirit like we see candles. He pays attention to it. Read.
Searching all the inward parts of the belly.
He's looking at you like we look at candles for light. To see the inward parts of the belly. The belly is the appetite, the desire. He's going to look see what is your inner desire? What's your inner motivation? What are you really, really here for? What do you really, really want? What do you want from this relationship? Why are you here? Now go to verse 30.
Come. Proverbs 20 and verse 30. The blueness of a womb.
The blueness of a womb. Like Shashwan said, those events in your life. When you when somebody hits you, it's a bruise, it's a pain. You get hit, your skin gets I guess it's delicate. You go through
the blood vessels pop.
The blood vessels pop. It's traumatic to parts of your body. If I get hit in the jaw, hit in the face, hit in the eye, if something chops my hand or hits my leg, the wound will turn blue. Meaning what? There's trauma there, right? There's an event that wasn't really what I wanted to go through, but I had to go through it. Read.
Cleansing away evil.
So the experience and events we go through that are uncomfortable, traumatic, or tribulation, that's for what purpose? Like Shashwan brought out.
Cleanest away evil.
It was to cleanse away evil. It was to humble me so I can stop being negative, or so I can cease from my negativity, so I can appreciate the Father. I went through pain, suffering, and struggle so I could value what He has to offer, to cleanse away my evil. Read.
So do stripes.
So do what?
Stripes.
Uncomfortable conditions, uncomfortable circumstances. Read.
So do stripes the inward parts of the belly.
The Most High puts me through things so I can check my appetites.
Right. How can you keep the appetite or the will of a man in check?
God.
You got to send them through something. Yes.
Mind if I read something that's connected to what y'all was saying?
What you got?
Scripture, 2 Samuel chapter 17 verse 10.
Read that.
And he also that is valiant, whose heart is as the heart of a lion, shall utterly melt. For all Israel knoweth that thy father is a mighty man, and they which be with him are valiant men. Means strong.
Right. Understood. Now, you know what that strong is? I'm strong in the fact that the Most High didn't abandon me.
Right.
Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 11. I like what you brought out. Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 25. I'm strong and I'm valiant, and I'm strong in the fact that I know that no matter what I go through, the Most High is with me.
Right.
Read that.
11 and 25.
Mm-hmm.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 verse 25 reads, in the day of prosperity.
It says in the what?
In the day of prosperity.
When everything's all good. Everything's going well.
Yeah.
How are you doing? I'm doing well.
Very well.
How are you? I'm doing well.
Not good.
It's like the emphasis on the double L. I'm doing well.
Well. I mean, it's really good.
Yeah.
Really good. That L came out.
Yeah, the L. I'm doing well.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, when everything's good and everything's fine in your life, go ahead.
In the day of prosperity, there is forgetfulness and affliction.
It says there's what?
Forgetfulness and affliction.
See, we have temporary mindsets. When everything is all good, we forget that things were bad. We forget the bad times. We're temporary. We're never able to look at the big picture. We have very shallow sight.
Come.
When things are great, we can't forget the bad. Read on.
And in the day of affliction.
And when things are bad, read on.
There is no more remembrance of prosperity.
We can't remember how often the Most High was with us. How many times was the Most High there with us during the affliction? Mm-hmm. We're so shallow in our mentality. We're so quick to cast off the Most High. Like the Most High is temporary. He was here yesterday, but I guess he ain't with me no more. He don't love me no. He loved me yesterday. He don't love me no more. Then why are you so quick to cast off your faith? Why are you so quick? Everybody should ask themselves that. Why are you so quick to think that the Most High don't care about you? Why are you so quick to do that? Because that's what we do.
We do.
As soon as you catch a little hell, the Most High ain't with me. Now you got to seek alternatives for happiness. Now you got to go another route. Maybe this Bible thing ain't working.
Right.
Maybe this truth don't work. Maybe the camp is at fault. Maybe the system is broken. No, the system is not broken. And the Bible's not broken. And the camp thing does work. Because there's many people that have been using it for years as a device and a method to get through life.
That's true.
And stabilize other men.
And stabilize and get up and help other people. This has built many families and households. And people survive off of it on a regular basis. The camp is not broken. The truth is not broken. The Bible's not broken. What's broken is your ability to see the Most High when you catch a little hell.
Come.
That's what's broken.
That's right.
To see the Most High in a good way and still retain your hope in Him. Read on. Jump down to verse 27.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 verse 27 reads, the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure.
How long does it take for you to forget the Most High?
An hour that maketh a man forget pleasure.
How long does it take for you to cast off the Most High?
A couple minutes, sir.
Ain't nothing but an hour, man.
60 minutes.
60 minutes and you already selling out your faith.
True.
You already looking for alternative ways to come up in life.
He ain't even give it a full day. Huh?
Then an hour. It didn't even take that long. What he's showing you is it's a very short amount of time that people will cast off their perspective and looking at the Most High in a positive way. Because I lost a little bit. Because I'm uncomfortable. Or the Most High is making me go through changes. Now all of a sudden, the Most High is not real. Now the Most High don't love me. Now he don't care. He forgot about me. Damn, that quick. It was all good just a week ago. An hour ago. And everything was great. You was blessing the Most High when everything was good. When you got the good news.
Bless the Lord.
Bless the Lord when the news is good. You get bad news. Bad news is, oh man, the Most High. Oh man, I gotta change some things. I gotta look out for me now. That's crazy, man. He said the affliction of a what?
Said the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure.
Read on.
And in his end.
And in his end, because what's the Most High bring the affliction for? Read on.
His deeds shall be discovered.
Because the Most High still want to know what is your faith based upon. So the Most High gonna find out anyway. Because it won't be long before you just throw your faith away. Then the Most High know, man, you really didn't believe. Yeah, you really didn't think I was real. All it took was this little situation, and now you don't believe in me no more.
Start worshiping crystals.
That's all. That's all that I'm worth to you. Now you're talking about you're a Moor?
Or there's a different type,
Yeah.
variation.
There's
of
other
Israel.
ways of getting to the kingdom. There's other alternatives outside the Bible. Now you don't even make the Bible up no more.
Can I pause right here?
Come.
It's the same thing we just read earlier. I'll read it. St. John 6 and 67. Well, 66.
I read it. It says, St. John chapter 6, verse 66.
Uh-huh.
From that time, many of his disciples went back.
And when it was time to eat that bread, or it was time to eat his flesh and drink his blood, it's time to feel some of the disappointments Christ felt. I got to feel what he felt. I got to lose like he lost. I got to deal with adversity like he dealt with adversity. A lot of his disciples did what?
It said, went back
They
and
went-
walked no more with him.
They went back and they walked no more with him. They did what you're talking about. This ain't worth it. I'm not getting blessed at the rate I want to get blessed. I'm not feeling this flesh and this blood that Christ got me dealing with right now. Read.
Verse 67.
Uh-huh.
Then said Yahushua unto the 12,
They ain't said the 12 because he had a lot of disciples. Read.
will ye also go away?
He told his 12 disciples, will you also leave too? You gonna leave because times is bad? You gonna leave because times is hard?
And times will be getting harder. That's a fact.
You gonna leave because you didn't get what you wanted?
Right. You going through some changes?
You going through some difficulty?
Or you hear some bad governmental news?
Some bad news popped up, you gonna leave?
Right.
It was all good last week. Got some bad news. Now, Jesus is not so cool no more. I'm gonna go do something. I'm gonna switch it up. Christ asking the same question.
Well, Job chapter 2, verse 4. And it didn't take that long. An hour.
Took an hour, bro.
An hour to cast off the Most High.
Job chapter 2 verse 4. And Satan answered the Lord and said.
Now this is when Satan was trying to cause the Most High to come against Job. And the Most High was testing Job. And Satan asked the Lord what?
Skin for skin.
He said, man, Satan said this. He said, man, I know man. He said, I know man very well. Satan knows men. He knows women. Satan understands you. And Satan has a job. His job is to get you to cast off the Most High. And that's why Satan is posing this question to the Most High the way he is. What did Satan say?
Skin for skin.
He said when it comes for man saving his life, if you put a man's skin on the line, if you put a little bit of, you touch this man's flesh, you make this man a little uncomfortable. You make this woman a little uncomfortable. This is what Satan knows about each and every one of us. All you have to do is just touch their flesh. Just hit them with something. Make them go through some changes. Read on.
Yeah. All that a man hath will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face.
He said he will do what?
He will curse thee to thy face.
He says man's faith is shallow. That's what Satan understands about us. We have shallow faith. And he said if you make the tribulation hard enough, not only will he give away anything to save his life, but if you turn up the heat just a little bit more, he'll sell everything he got to save his life. But turn up the heat more, and he'll curse you to your face. That's what Satan is betting on against Job. That if you let me hit this man with some affliction, if you let me take something away out of his life, if you let me make his health uncomfortable, take away his children, take away his house, take away his animals, his cattle, his crops, let me take everything from this man, and I guarantee you this man gonna sell you out. This man has shallow faith. This woman got shallow faith. That's what they're gonna do. Satan is betting on this. Satan is already betting against you that you're gonna sell the Most High out.
Put my bottom down, this gonna trip it.
Yeah, he gonna double up.
I bet my dice game.
I'm a double or nothing.
Double or nothing. I know.
Let me get at him one more time.
feel it.
Well, okay, I know.
I feel it. It's coming.
That word curse, when you read the Hebrew, it means treason.
Wow.
Somebody give me the definition of treason. One of the definitions
That's crazy.
of curse. He said he will curse you to your face. One of the definitions of that word was treason. When you read on down in that etymology of that word curse. Somebody give me the definition of the word treason.
Treason. Treason is the highest crime of a civil nature of which a man can be guilty.
It says
the betrayal of trust.
I like that even more. It said what is treason?
The betrayal of trust.
It says treason is the betrayal of trust. What does Satan know that if the Most High release him just a little bit, if the Most High allows Satan to touch you and make your life a little difficult, what is he trying to affect between you and the Most High?
Trust.
He's trying to betray your trust into the Most High. That's what the Most High is saying when he says, touch. He said, let me touch him. Touch him now. Let me touch him now, and he'll curse you to thy face. Meaning, he will betray the trust that you have, that's developed between you and him.
Wow. All of this we've been through together.
Yep.
I'm going to betray that.
I'm going to betray. And that's what Satan was trying to tell the Most High that Job would do. This man would turn his back on you. Because he's going to say, when we curse the Most High, we're telling the Most High, he turned his back on us. That's how we curse the Most High. You betrayed me. You let me down. You didn't love me. You left me hanging. I can't trust you. That's what that curse is. That's why we seek alternatives. That's why we seek doing other things but serving the Most High. Because we don't trust the Most High. Right. Just like Satan knew. Satan knew that our trust in the Most High is thin. It's very shallow and it's very thin. It's not built on nothing. Satan told him, the Most High, the only reason Job loves you is because of all the things you blessed him with.
I love you because of it.
It's only one reason why he loves you so much.
Thanks for the blessings.
It does. It's only one reason he loves you so much, because you look at what all you've done for him. But I guarantee you, if you shake his life up a little bit, he ain't gonna be there with you. He gonna say you betrayed him. He gonna say you let him down. That's what he's saying. He gonna curse you to thy face. All we do is, instead of looking at the correction of the Most High, the tribulation of the Most High, as a building block of faith and hope, all we do is turn around when we catch hell and blame the Most High that he's at fault. That's what we do. Read on down.
Verse 6. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, he is in thy hand.
Go ahead.
Save his life.
He said, but don't kill him. He said, all right, I want to see if this proposition that you're coming with is correct. You mean to tell me that the relationship that me and Job got is not built off nothing? Well, I'm gonna let you put it to the test. You know what what's so crazy? We don't even have to lose half the things Job lost, and we'll cast the Most High off.
Right. Be a car out.
Yeah, it'd be something similar as a car or a relationship, a woman, or some money.
Lost $1.
It'd be something small, something petty, and I don't got time. I got time for myself.
We need the job people.
I don't got time for myself anymore. It'd be something small and petty, and we act like the Most High don't work no more. Now I can't give the Most High my all no more. The Most High is not real anymore, because he betrayed the trust. I was loyal. He wasn't loyal. I was faithful. He wasn't faithful. That's how we look at the Most High. I can't trust you. Read on.
So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord, and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. And he took him a potsherd.
A potsherd is a broken piece of a pot, a clay pot. So that's why it's called a potsherd, a shard. It's just a broken piece of a clay pot. Read on.
To scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. And then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thine integrity?
Now here's the one that has been enjoying the fruit of his allegiance to the Most High. Here's his assistant, and she's receiving the benefits of his servitude and his dedication and his loyalty and his devotion to the Most High. She's been receiving all the benefits too. She been getting, as Job was getting blessed, she was blessed too. She ate of the fruit of the labor of his dedication to the Most High.
Yeah.
She didn't have a complaint when the house was big. She didn't have a complaint when all the animals was there. When the money was good. And all the kids was at the house. And the Most High blessed all the kids and all the children. Damn, she was there as a recipient to the benefits of this man's faith. But how crazy is it for the person laying right next to you in the bed that's been eating off the fruit of your faith, has the audacity, and I like that word. You got the audacity. Read on.
On the top. Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thy integrity?
Damn, woman, wasn't you receiving the benefits too? Wasn't you eating good like he was eating good? Wasn't you living high off the hog, so to speak? Wasn't you receiving the blessings that he received? Why are you asking him this question? Read on.
Curse the Most High and die.
What did his wife say?
Curse the Most High and die.
What the hell are we reading right now?
Treason.
Exactly. How quick is it for her, how shallow is it for her faith to be so narrow and to be so forgetful as being willing to cast off her belief and curse the Most High and turn her back on the Most High that quick? That quick, that's it? Damn, woman, wasn't you there with him? So as soon as it got bad, you just really gave up. Then you have to bounce. So you just say, curse. That's your answer? Curse the Most High and die? Give up? Are you serious? You didn't have that energy when everything was A-okay. You didn't have that energy when everything was good. You didn't have that energy when you was being taken care of. You didn't have that energy when everything was plush. Your lifestyle was plush. Job was the richest man in the East. You don't think his wife was living plush? You didn't think she had the finest furs and the best levers? Girl, you got the best levers. You got the finest furs.
No, she was bragging because she had a mouth.
You don't think she was living well? He was the richest man in the East. Yeah, I just killed this purse this morning. This is fresh leather. This purse is brand new.
Birkin bag.
Yeah,
Birkin
no,
bag.
Birkin.
I'm in my Birkin, you know what I'm saying?
This was freshly slaved. The finest heels. Listen, just that quick, you mean to tell me that it didn't take that long for Job's wife to say, you know what, curse the Most High and die? Read on.
But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of
the
foolish...
read it again. I missed something.
But he said unto her...
Read verse 9.
Verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, does thou still retain thy integrity?
That's what I wanted right there.
I got to pull this. All right. What's what you're saying?
He said, yeah, that's fine. You can read it. Okay. He said, and it said, read that part again, then you read that.
Does thou still retain thine integrity?
He said that this woman immediately, when things got bad, asked Job, do you still retain your integrity? Integrity is an unimpaired state, particularly in the mind. It's uncorruptness. I have the ability to not change my perspective towards the Most High. And my perspective towards the Most High doesn't get corrupted because I'm going through something. Right. That's what he's asked. That's what she's asking Job. Are you still able to maintain your integrity? Are you still able to look at the Most High in the brightest light? Well, I'm gonna tell you how I look at the Most High. Read on.
Says verse 10. But he said unto her.
No. Use in middle verse 9. He said, do you still retain that integrity?
Does thou still retain that integrity?
Read on.
Curse the Most High.
See, that's the part I wanted. That's where her mind was at. You gotta stick with me. He said that's where her faith was at. That's how shallow her perspective was. If it was her, what she's telling Job is, if it was me, and I was in your situation, man, I would just gave up. I would just curse the Most High, and it'd be over with. Damn, is that all it takes to sell out your faith? Is a little trouble, a little change of comfort. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus.
Hold on.
12 and verse 8 and 9.
Somebody read that. Get that verse you called.
Ecclesiastes 12, 8, and 9. Come.
Showing the spirit of Job's wife.
Ecclesiastes 12, verse 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity.
A friend cannot be known in prosperity. We'll see if she was his friend. Read.
And an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity.
So the condition shows if I'm the friend or I'm the enemy.
Right.
What role am I playing? The condition shows that. When things are good, man, baby, I love you. Things are bad,
I'm out.
Out of here.
we had some good times.
Farewell.
Yeah, we had some good times.
It's not you, it's me.
It's not you.
We're growing apart.
We're growing apart. Times were good.
Yeah.
We had the best of times and the worst of times, right? Read on.
Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 9.
And he gives us a little more understanding about this spirit. Read.
In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved.
So when a man's doing well, some people don't like it. Read.
But in his adversity,
But what?
in his adversity,
When times are bad,
even
you losing
a
sheep, you losing oxen, you losing time. Things ain't accounts, deals ain't getting closed. Situations ain't working out.
Right.
Houses ain't getting bought. Cars breaking down. Checks delayed. Read.
but in adversity, even a friend will depart.
You would think the one you sleep was your friend.
Yep, they would lay in your bed. Yes, sir.
No, I was just gonna make a statement, just as far as what he said. Basically, if his wife was talking about cursing,
You gotta speak up. You gotta speak up.
Yeah, speak up.
I was
Cameron.
saying if his wife was saying to curse the Most High,
Right.
then it would have been a matter of time of her leaving, Job, because if she cursed the Most High, I mean, she's gonna curse her man too along with that.
Right. Understood. That's what Dahlia's bringing out now. It won't be long. Let's be honest. If a person don't fear the Lord, they damn sure gonna fear you. And if they're quick to abandon the Most High, they'll abandon you in due time. If I don't have enough fear to serve the Creator of heaven and earth, why would I think that a person is loyal to serve me as a human being? Am I greater than the Most High? No. Do I expect this person to last because I'm me and I'm just me and she ain't gonna find nobody like me, or he ain't gonna find nobody like me because I'm that special? Please, you ain't that special. What makes you special is the fact that you stay loyal to the Most High no matter what you go through.
Right.
There is you keep your integrity. See, Satan's job is to get you to blame the Most High for what you're going through. Because Satan, his name means to be the accuser. That's what his name means, to accuse you. And to accuse you and to get you to curse the Most High and cast off your faith in the Most High. To get you to say the Most High doesn't exist. That's his job. Satan's just doing his job. His job is to get you to say that the Most High is not real. And he's not going to be there for you. And he's not loyal to you. And he don't care about you. Satan's just doing his job. It's just business.
Make sure you're
But see, that's why we look. There's a lot to learn from reading that book of Job. There's a lot to learn about people. And it's a lot to learn about faith. And it's a lot to learn about difficulties as people go through tribulation, how soon and how fast they stop believing. There's a lot to be learned. Go to Psalms 92 and 1.
Psalms chapter 92, verse 1.
Read that. If you're a soldier in here, you ain't read yet, you need to read.
I'm reading. Psalm chapter 92, verse 1.
No.
It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Most High.
It's what?
It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Most High.
Now we read this every Sabbath, right? Then we read Psalms 92 on the Sabbath.
God.
So what is David saying right here?
It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Most High.
See, David understands something. See, David understands that if you stay in the mentality of always appreciating and always being thankful and always looking at the Most High the right way, there's something that happens. It builds the chemistry between you and the Most High's relationship. Nothing can deter that relationship when you're constantly thankful for what the Most High is doing for you. When you're constantly appreciative of what you're not so quick to cast off the Most High just because I went through a little trouble. In the affliction of an hour, there's a forgetfulness of prosperity. Just because I went through an hour of bad times, now the Most High is not real. No, my relationship with the Most High is built on something. See, my gratitude and my thankfulness is me recognizing the Most High every day, all day. See, when you have this mentality, jump down to verse 15.
Psalm chapter 92, verse 15. To show that the Most High is upright.
It says when you give praise to the Most High and you appreciate what the Most High does for you on a daily basis, you'll always show that the Most High is what?
Upright.
You'll never lose your integrity because you're thankful. See, people that are ungrateful, people that are unthankful, they lose their integrity quick. They don't appreciate what the Most High has done for them because they forget. They're quick to forget. They don't recall all the times the Most High pulled them out of trouble. They're ungrateful. They're unthankful. So those are the ones that are quick to cast off their integrity. But David said what?
To show that the Most High is upright.
He said, I'm going to always praise the Most High. I'm going to always thank the Most High. Because I'm going to always show that the Most High is upright. No matter what I go through, the Most High is still upright. Read on.
He is my rock.
He is my what?
He is my rock.
He is my rock. I can trust him. Read on.
And there is no unrighteousness in him.
So what is Satan's job to get you to see or try to get you to say?
To see unrighteousness in the Most High.
To get you to see unrighteousness in the Most High. And that's what Satan's job is. It's to get you to point at the Most High and say you're not fair. If Satan could do that, he did his job. If Satan could get you to turn and say, you know what, the Most High left me hanging, he did his job. See, David don't let Satan do his job. Because David said, you know what, I'm going to praise the Most High all the time. I'm going to be thankful all the time. He said, that's why the Most High, his ways are upright. And there is no, what?
Unrighteousness in him.
And there is no, absolutely no unrighteousness in the Most High. At all. Ever. Whatever the Most High put me through, he's still righteous.
That precept.
Okay.
Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 20.
Go ahead.
Yet ye say, the way of the Most High is not equal.
Yeah. Read on.
O ye house of Israel.
Go ahead. He said we say the Most High not fair. Read on.
O ye house of Israel, I will judge you, every one after his ways.
He said, listen, I'm going to judge you according to your ways because you think I'm not fair. Really, the truth of it is you're not fair. Because you didn't understand what I was doing when I was putting you through tribulation. You mistook and have mistaken the tribulation as me not caring about you and us not being able to build a relationship. You thought because I put you through a little tribulation that you couldn't trust me no more. That's why David said, no, man, he's my rock. I ain't going nowhere. When things get bad, I put my faith in the Most High even that much more.
Double.
Not everybody has that mentality, because everybody don't see the Most High that way. And that's what the purpose of the tribulation is for anyway. Go to Hebrews chapter 12, verse 5. So you had it earlier, I think.
Hebrews chapter 12.
Earlier. Somebody had this earlier. Who had Hebrews 12, 5 earlier?
I had Hebrews.
Read it again. That's all right. Read it again. We're going to read on down, though.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 5. Yeah, that one. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children.
And that's why the Most High said, you don't understand how I love my kids. See, you think tribulation is a breach of a relationship. You think because you went through a little uncomfortableness, or you're going through a little uncomfortableness in your life, that you can't trust me no more. You're not understanding how I deal with my kids. That's what we don't understand. He said, have you forgotten the exhortation? Exhortation is to motivate or incite you to do something. That's what don't you know the Most High uses tribulation to motivate you? Don't you know the Most High uses tribulation to incite you? To cause you to move?
Yeah, get you moving.
Tribulation do get you moving.
Gotta do something.
It breaks you out of your routine. And it breaks your pride. That's what tribulation does. He said, but that's what I use to whoop my kids. See, you don't understand how I love on my kids. I love on my kids with discipline. I love on my kids with tribulation. Because it makes them better in the end. Read on.
And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children.
Read on.
My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Most High.
Job's wife did what?
She despised it.
She despised the chastening of the Lord. All it was a test to see if Job was going to give up. That's all it was. All it was a test from Satan to see if he was going to get Job to cast off his faith and his integrity. She didn't understand that. Because she didn't look at the Most High like that. Because she didn't understand how the Most High chastised his children. Read on.
Despise not thou the chastening of the Most High, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him.
It said, and don't get weak. Just because you catch a little hell, don't get weak. Don't get shallow. Don't start complaining and looking for alternatives. Read on.
For whom the Most High loveth.
It says, if the Most High loves you. Read on.
He chasteneth and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
What does the Most High use in your life to whoop you, to get you in order, to break you down, to humble you, to help you change your perspective? The Most High uses chastisement. He uses tribulation. He puts things in your life that are obstacles and hurdles for you to overcome, so you can start looking at the Most High and say, you know what, Lord, I need you today. I need you to help me get through what I'm going through. Not to turn the other way.
Yeah.
Read on.
Verse 7. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons.
It said now you can accept it as the Most High's children. Now you're one of his sons. It's a qualification process. Now you're looked at as one of the sons of the Most High and the daughters of the Most High. Because you can go through tribulation and still maintain your integrity. You still can look at the Most High in a positive light. Now you're qualified to be called my sons. Not people that turn around and blame the Most High. It's not the purpose of it. Verse 8.
Verse 8. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then ye are bastards.
Then the Most High said, if I don't put you through nothing, that means I don't care about you. You should be able to look at the fact that I'm dealing with you in your life through tribulation as a sign that I love you. That's what you should be looking at it for. But we don't understand that. Go to Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 29.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 29
Read that.
says, "Wherefore will ye plead with me?"
Why you mad at me? Why you arguing with me? Why am I the bad guy? That's what the Most High is saying. It's always the bad guy. It's always the Most High's fault. Everything you going through in your life is always the Most High's fault. You can never look at the situation as a building block of faith. And the Most High is working on my patience. And He's working on my experience. And through experience, He's giving me hope. And the Most High is feeding me today. Even though the day was rough, He fed me today. You know what? That's a thankful mentality, like David has. A thankful mentality. I can always look at the good of what the Most High gives me and bestows upon me, no matter how difficult the day is. Yes, sir.
Salakia, what book are we on again?
We're in
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 29.
Read that.
"Wherefore will ye plead with me?"
He said, well, you argue with me? Yeah, I'm the bad guy now? Read on.
"Ye all have transgressed against me."
He said, you the one who's been transgressing against me. Why am I the bad guy? How does everybody have a distorted perspective of the Most High? As if He was at fault. But that's us. You did this to me, Lord. It's all your fault. You took this away. You made my life uncomfortable. He said, damn, you're the one transgressing. Read on.
"Saith the Most High, in vain have I smitten your children."
He said, in vain have I what?
Smitten your children.
He said, I've been giving your children correction. We just read in Hebrews 12 and 5. He said, have you forgotten the exhortation of the Most High, how He dealeth with you as sons? Despise not thou the chastening of the Lord. He said, damn, I've been whooping y'all for nothing. Because you know what? The whoopings, what is the purpose of the whooping?
Correct. Get your attention.
Correct.
Correction.
Show you the error of your ways.
Show you the errors of your way. What's the purpose? What's the purpose of whooping kids?
Correction.
Teach them the right way.
To not do it again.
Not do it again?
Embrace it.
Yeah, embrace them. Yeah.
Embrace it. Well, embrace it.
And mean what? What do you mean embrace them?
Just as far as in learning how to.
Anybody got their butt whooped growing up?
To give them a clear indication that not to do that.
Okay, let's be honest. What the hell you got whooped for?
There was something wrong.
You doing something wrong, man.
I did something wrong. I was off.
Because your behavior was unacceptable.
We can't accept that though.
Your the way you do things wasn't correct.
You're fucked up.
Yeah.
It wasn't correct, man.
Well,
Your behavior, your attitude, your mouth. You're talking too much. You're talking back. You're saying you're talking out of line. You're going places where you ain't supposed to go. You're not reporting. You're not communicating. You think you're the head. You think you're the boss. You're getting beside yourself. You're getting a little grown.
You're smelling yourself.
You're smelling yourself. Whatever it is, you got whooped. You got to get back put in your place. You're the place of a child. You have to be reminded of this. You're not the parent. You're not the adult. You don't get away with this behavior. You don't have liberties that you think you have. We got whooped for all these reasons. And you don't have control. That's why the Most High said there, I've been whooping y'all in vain. Because no matter what I put you through, you won't ever look at yourself and say, maybe I screwed up. Maybe I deserve this whooping. Maybe the Most High is trying to shake me up a little bit. Maybe the Most High is trying to get me to see something. We never take the spanking and interpret the spanking correctly. You're supposed to take the chastisement of the Most High and look at it the right way. How do you interpret the spanking and the chastisement of the Most High? Do you look at him and say, oh, you don't love me, oh, you don't care about me, oh, you forsook me, oh, you're fake, curse you to my face, curse you to your face, you abandoned me, you're guilty of treason, you betrayed me, you left me hanging? No, the purpose of the whooping and the correction was to get you to see yourself. That's why the Most High said, I have smitten what?
Your children in vain.
He said, I've been whooping y'all for nothing because you're not getting the point of the whooping. You're not getting the purpose and the intention behind the spanking. The spanking was to get you to see yourself. That's what Israel don't want to do.
Can I post right here?
Come on.
2 Maccabees 7 and 32 to 33. 2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 32 to 33.
Second Maccabees chapter 7, verse 32.
Why am I suffering? Why am I going through things? Why am I in pain? Why are things lacking? Why am I in a famine? Why are things not going my way? Read.
Verse 32. For we suffer because of our sins.
Read again.
For we suffer because of our sins.
Read one more time.
For we suffer because of our sins.
We suffer because of our sins. It's not for no reason. Read.
Verse 33. And though the living Lord be angry with us.
Though the living Lord be what?
Angry with
Why?
us.
Why? For no reason? He just got no reason. He just spank his kids for no reason. He's that crazy parent out you see at the mall, like you see at the grocery store, just bang their kids like, don't touch that. Like, let's listen. They want to play. They want to play with the ball.
You be like, you be hitting the head. Your head be going like this.
Yeah, like why'd you beat this child? Child did nothing worthy.
Because you thought about it.
He's not that crazy.
You thought about touching it.
God, he's not that crazy parent out. Just whooping ass for no reason out. You feeling bad for kids like that? I'm like, man, you can tell him something.
Yeah.
Like, why you whoop your kid like that? He's just bad. But he's not that kind of parent. He says, though the living Lord be what?
Though the living Lord be angry with us, a little while.
A little while. Read.
For our chastening.
For our what?
Chastening.
It's for our benefit. For our chastening. Because we sin. Read.
And correction.
And what?
And correction.
And so you can see yourself. Maybe I'll adjust because I can see me right now. I made a mistake. I got corrected. I got to deal with adjustment. Read.
Yet shall he be at one again with his servants.
But was it to destroy you? Yet shall he be at one again with what?
With his servants.
We're gonna see things the same way eventually. Eventually we're gonna agree. Eventually we're gonna be at one. At one means to atone. If I atone, I will be one. I'm gonna rejoice the most. If I see I made a mistake, I'm gonna come back to the Father the right way.
Right, exactly. If I can look at the correction the right way.
Come on.
Job chapter 4, verse 17.
Job chapter 4, verse 17. Shall mortal man be more...
5, I'm sorry. Correct your note. Job chapter 5, verse 17.
Job chapter 5, verse 17. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth.
It says what?
Happy is the man whom Most High correcteth.
You're supposed to look at correction how? You're supposed as you go through affliction and tribulation in your life, you're supposed to be happy looking at the Most High. You're never supposed to change your disposition or outlook in serving the Lord. You're always supposed to retain your integrity, meaning an unimpaired state, especially in the mind. Your mind towards the Most High is never supposed to change because of what you go through in your life. It's never supposed to change. That's why it says, happy is the man at what?
Happy is the man who Most High corrected.
Read on.
Therefore, despise not the chastening of the Almighty.
It says, therefore, because you understand the purpose of the whooping. I'm out of pocket with the Most High. I need to look at myself. I need to meditate on my mistakes, my errors, my doings. I've been out of line. I've been off. I've been transgression. I've been committing sins. I've been doing wickedness in secret places, behind closed doors. So I'm supposed to look at the correction the right way. The Most High is stripping me because He loves me, not because He don't care about me. That's Satan's job, to get you to change your perspective. Your job is to look at the correction the right way. Read on.
It says, therefore despise not the chastening of the Almighty.
Read on.
For He maketh sore.
He said, because He makes sore. Yes, what you go through is uncomfortable. Read on.
And bindeth up.
But He gonna heal you up. And it's through the correction that He heals you up. Read on.
He wounds, and his hands make whole.
But also He wounds, but at the same time, He's going to help you back. You're going to be at one, like Dawiyah brought out right now. That atonement. I'll be at one with the Most High. We'll be on the same page after I receive this correction and I look at it the right way. Now me and the Most High can be back on the same page. Yes, sir.
You mind if I pull up the scripture pertaining to that?
Go ahead.
Proverbs 13:24 reads, He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chastiseth with him betimes.
It's on a regular. Betimes is on a regular basis. Because I love you. I want the best for you. And whenever you're out of pocket, I'm gonna correct you so that you're not at a long time at a loss or a distance from me. Because the further you go away from me, the further your lifestyle is going to be hell. It's like a child that runs away from home.
Yeah, that's true.
You thought it's going to be better out there in the world. You're going to have another thing coming.
Yeah, that's true.
You're gonna find out life don't care about you. So let me go ahead and whoop you so we can get back on the same page so you don't be so far away from me. Now you can understand I love you. I'm only doing this because I care about you. And you let your kids do drugs and get high and come and go as they please and give them the car keys and they 14.
They be going crazy.
You tripping. You don't love your kids.
I'm gonna smoke with me because I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it outside.
I can't have you smoke alone, son. Let me be there for you.
You gonna smoke the best.
That's how you smoke it right, son. You gotta use cigarillos.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. You don't love your kids and you let them do that.
Right.
That's not love. That's crazy, man. You tripping. Let's go to Titus chapter 1 verse 15.
Come. Titus 1:15, sir.
Mm-hmm. Whoever got it. Some brothers should know this off the top of their head.
Oh yeah, we should know this off the top of that.
To the pure and things.
Yeah,
pure.
right there.
There you go.
Titus chapter 1 verse 15. Unto the pure, all things are pure.
It says you have to look at everything that you go through in this life in what type of way?
Pure.
In the purest light possible. You should never blame the Most High for what your life beholds and what life has in store for you, and the mountains and the hills and the obstacles that you have to go through in life. You should never blame the Most High for taking you through those things. Those things, those obstacles in life are faith builders. The Most High is trying to get you to see something. He wants you to self-reflect. If the Most High is stinging you, look at yourself. Take a look at yourself. Maybe I deserve this. Maybe the Most High is trying to warn me from something. Maybe He's trying to wake me up. Maybe He's trying to get me to see something. Read on.
But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure.
Is what?
Is nothing pure.
What is the mentality of somebody that's defiled and unbelieving? Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 23. Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 23.
Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 23.
Hold that in Titus.
Say not, what profit is there of my service?
What is the mentality of somebody who is defiled and unbelieving? What is their mentality? What does their mind tell them? What do they tell themselves? Read.
Say now, what profit is there of my service?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Higher.
Class, anybody?
What good am I like?
Why am I
What
doing
is he
this?
gonna benefit from his work?
Right. What good is what I'm doing? Why serve the Most High?
What he's gonna benefit from his service.
Yeah, I don't see no good. I ain't getting nothing out of it. He says, so that's why it says, unto the pure, all things are pure. He says, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, for even their mind and their conscience is defiled. See, a defiled mind has this mentality. A defiled mind says what? Yeshaya?
Verse, Slack.
Come on, bro, you gotta stay there.
What profit?
Read, somebody
What
read
profit?
it.
I lost the verse.
Read it. Somebody read it.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 and verse 23 reads, Say not, what profit is there of my service?
It said, what profit is there of my service? That's a defiled mind. That's somebody whose conscience has been defiled or contaminated. It's been corrupted. It's been compromised. You no longer have a good outlook towards the Most High anymore. Therefore, you don't want to serve the Most High anymore. That if you have that mentality, that means Satan has already got the best of you. That means Satan has did his job. He got you to look at the Most High differently. He got you looking at the Most High in an awkward fashion, like he can't be trusted. Yes.
Does this scripture relate to Revelations where it talks about first love, leaving first love?
Yeah, it does. But read it right here.
Okay. Say not, what profit is there of my service?
Because that's a defiled mentality. What good is it for me serving the Most High? That was Job's wife. Why don't you just curse the Most High and die? Yes, sir.
Is that that woe is me spirit?
Yeah, woe is me. But it's not just woe is me. It's the Most High's fault.
I want revenge.
It's the Most High. I'm blaming the Most High at this point. It's not just I'm going through so much trouble. No, it's beyond that. It's the Most High is the cause of my trouble. That's why Job's wife said, just curse the Most High and die. Get it over with. Why don't you just blame the Most High for it and be done? But that's a defiled mentality. But he says, that's why he says, say not what?
What profit is there of my service?
Read on.
And what good things shall I have hereafter?
And what is all the benefit of my work serving the Most High? I don't see how this is going to help me in any kind of way. I don't see serving the Most High as really getting me anywhere in life.
What's in it for me?
What's in it for me? What good is it? That's somebody whose mentality has already been defiled. Now go back to verse 16 in Titus. I think you had it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, read that.
Titus chapter 1, verse 16. They profess that they know the Most High.
And that's what he says. For people that have a defiled mentality, they have a corrupt mentality, but they still act like what?
They know the Most High.
That's what's so crazy about it. You got the most contaminated perspective of the Most High, and you're going to turn around and act like you know the Most High. But you still ask yourself, you still talking about shalom and Yahweh Shemiah Shabbat. You still act like you know the commandments. Well, if you know the Most High, then you should know what the Most High does and how He deals with His children.
If I know.
But the crazy part is, we'll have a defiled mentality, a defiled outlook, and still come back and act like what? Read.
But in works they deny Him.
It said, I still act like I know the Most High in speech. But once again, we'll focus on the Most High. He said they turn their back to me, but not their face. Once again, we'll do this. I love the Most High. I know the Most High. Shalom. He said, but in works they do what?
Deny Him.
Yeah, you can fake it. You can't fake this. You can try to fake it. But the Most High knows it by your what?
Works.
By your works. Your works will reveal if you really believe in the Most High or not. That's why you got to give the Most High your all. That's why you have to give the Most High 100% maximum effort. Because He don't know anyway. That's why it's best that you give all to the Most High, your whole mind to the Most High. Because He's not looking at you. He's not looking at your words. He's not looking at your speech. He's checking your actions. Your actions will speak louder than your words. Your actions will show the Most High that, yeah, you say you know the Most High, but your conscience is defiled. Because you blame me because of what you're going through in your life, and you don't have enough faith to retain your integrity. Go back to the verse you was at in Ecclesiastes.
God.
11.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 11, verse 23 reads, Say not, what profit is there of my service, and what good things shall I have hereafter? Again, say not, I have enough, and possess many things.
So, just talking about a corrupted mind, right? Read on. What my possessions are going to save me. What I built in my life is going to save me.
Wow. Yeah.
Read on.
And possess many things.
Read on.
And what evil can come to me hereafter.
Go ahead.
In the day of prosperity,
Go ahead.
there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
Now, for those that have a corrupted mentality, now we understand that in a day of prosperity, there's a forgetfulness of affliction. Not the ones who have an uncorrupted mentality.
God.
This scripture is true only for those that have a corrupted mind. Verse 25 is true to the corrupted thought process, the contaminated consciousness. The one who always lay blame to the Most High as if it's your fault that I'm going through this in my life. Now this verse is true to them. It's not true to the believers. It's not true to Job. It's not true to David. It's only true to the corrupted mind. This scripture ain't always true to the believers. But to the unbelievers, the scripture is true.
Because they lean into their own understanding.
Right. Read on.
God. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
And that's why Job had to remind this woman. Go back to Job chapter 2, verse 9. I mean, after you had it, right? Go to Job chapter 2, verse 9. Read that. But you originally had Job 2, I believe.
Whoever got it.
Whoever got it.
Job 22, verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thine integrity?
Are you still going to hold on to your integrity? Read on.
Curse the Most High and die.
Read on.
But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh.
He said, you speaking like a clown, like a non-believer.
He didn't say, baby, you're right.
Right.
He didn't say that.
I know, baby. I know.
God's not fair. I did all this for him, and look what we got, babe.
Shit.
We
gonna make it. We gonna make it.
Come.
Happy life, happy life.
You know what I'm saying? You know what he said? He said, you speak like a foolish woman. Like you don't know the Most High. Where are you coming from this madness?
Come. Right.
Read on.
What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High? And shall we not receive evil?
He said, shall we get the good?
Man.
Are you only gonna praise the Most High and He's the Lord when everything is good?
Golly.
Don't nobody say that. Right?
Or is the Most High no longer the Most High when things in your life are uncomfortable?
Right.
That's why he had to check his woman. What the hell is your problem? Where's your faith at? You don't got no damn faith. You only want to serve the Most High when life is lavish.
Right.
When life is plush. Read on.
In all things did not Job sin with his lips.
And he said in everything Job didn't sin how?
In his lips.
So never did Job blame the Most High for what he was going through. Not one time. Ecclesiastes chapter 15 verse 11.
God. Ecclesiastes chapter 15 and verse 11 reads, Say not thou, it is through the Lord that I fell away.
Don't ever open your mouth
Yeah.
and blame the Most High for what you're going through in your life. Don't you have the audacity to speak against the Most High in that capacity? That was a rhyme. He was rapping.
Don DeMarco.
The audacity to look at
I know, right? That's crazy, man. That's an inside joke. You know what I'm saying? That audacity. We say that with each other because of circumstance that happened. But brothers that know that, while we say that, understand. But you're still not supposed to have that mentality. Don't ever develop a mentality where you blame the Most High for your problems. Don't you ever do that. You have a corrupted mentality. Read on.
Say not thou, it is through the Lord that I fell away.
Read on.
For thou oughtest not to do the things that he hated.
Say, listen, the reason why you're falling away is because obviously you're doing something that I don't like. That's why your life is going through a little tribulation. But it's not for your destruction. I'm going to send you through this process to build you back up.
God.
I'm using this affliction, I'm using this chastisement to build you back up.
It's a building block.
Yep. Read on.
God. Say not thou, he hath caused me to err.
Go ahead.
For he have no need of the sinful man.
He said, man, listen, when the Most High knew what he was doing when he made you. He gave you good doctrine, and he gave you scriptures to live life with. Go there, Ecclesiastes chapter 15. Read verse
15?
No, not 15. No, yeah, stay there. Read on down to verse 14.
Go.
Keep reading.
The Lord hateth all abomination.
Read on.
And they that fear the Most High love it not.
Read on.
He himself made man from the beginning.
So when the Most High made you, he knew all about you from the ins and outs. He knew what you needed. He knew what you lacked. He knew what you need to survive. He knows what you need to function. He knows what you need for motivation. He knows everything about you. Read on.
He himself made man from the beginning and left him in the hand of his counsel.
The Most High didn't leave you with no understanding. That's why Job checked this woman and said, you speak as a foolish woman. You act like we have no understanding, like we don't know the Most High. You know what the Most High does when he leaves you? He says, he left him in the hand of his counsel. Read on.
If thou wilt to keep the commandments and to perform acceptable faithfulness.
It says, if thou wilt to keep the commandments and to perform acceptable what?
Faithfulness.
What does the Most High give you the commandments for?
Faithfulness.
Why did the Most High leave the Bible behind?
Faithfulness.
Why did the Most High give you counselors?
Faithfulness.
Why did the Most High give you scriptures?
Faithfulness.
What does it do for you?
Faithfulness.
Did he leave you with no scriptures?
Right.
Did he leave you with no understanding? If you have a contaminated mind, obviously you've been disconnected from what?
Faithfulness.
From faithfulness that comes from following what? The scriptures. The reason why your faith's so damn low and why you're quick to cast off the Most High, because you don't seek the counsel that he left behind for you to follow. Because you don't read the Bible. That's why you have a disconnected mentality. That's why you have a corrupted consciousness towards the Most High, because you don't read the Bible. That's what it boils down to.
God.
You have a distorted perception of the Most High because you won't read. Didn't he leave the Bible behind for you so you can function?
God.
But read on.
God. And to perform acceptable faithfulness.
Jump down to verse 17.
Verse 17. Before man is life and death.
He said before man is what?
Life and death.
Go to Jeremiah chapter 8 verse 3. The Most High said, listen man, I put life and death in front of you. Jeremiah 8
chapter 8 verse 3.
Finish that, Mount Waller. He said what? Before you is what?
Before man is life and death.
Read on.
And whether him like him shall be given him.
And whatever you want, the Most High give it to you. He'll give you what you ask for. He'll give you what you choose. If you choose life, that means you'll pick up the Bible and read. You'll follow his commandments. Because that's making the right choice. But Jeremiah 8:3 says what?
Jeremiah chapter 8 verse 3. And death shall be chosen.
It said what?
And death shall be chosen.
But do we want to read the Bible? Or would much we rather follow the counsel that the Most High left behind and keep his commandments? That's not Israel though. It ain't that easy for Israel. Israel don't choose what's simple and what's plain. The Bible was left behind for you to follow as counsel, as advice, and keeping his commandments. It was that simple. But that ain't what Israel want. He said what? Read it again.
Jeremiah chapter 8 verse 3. And death shall be chosen.
It said they gonna choose death. They'd rather die than read the Bible.
Wow.
Hey, is that serious? Read on.
And death shall be chosen rather than life.
Damn, why does it gotta be so hard? Didn't Job's wife say, why don't you just curse the Most High and what?
Die.
What was her choice?
To die.
Get it over. Just change your outlook. Don't look at the Most High in a positive way. Blame him for what you're going through. And be done. But that's why it says, some people choose that. That's a choice. Job's wife had a choice. That was her choice. He said, death shall be chosen, read on.
And death shall be chosen rather than life.
Read on.
By all the residue of them that remain of this evil family.
Damn. Most High said, man, the remnant is wicked. Read on.
Which remain in all the places whither I have driven them.
Read on.
Saith the power of hosts.
Read on.
Moreover, thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Most High, Shall they fall and not arise? Shall he turn away and not return?
He says, tell them this. Am I gonna let them fall and not come and get them? Shall he turn away and not return? Am I ever gonna come back? That's what the Most High wants you. That's what he told Jeremiah to tell the children of Israel. Am I gonna come back to you? Read on.
Why then is this people of Jerusalem slidden back by a perpetual backsliding?
Why do they keep choosing death over just following his commandments?
Perpetual.
Why do they keep choosing death versus just looking at the Most High the right way?
Wow.
Read on.
They hold fast deceit.
The reason why they choose death is because they rather hold on to their opinion. He said they hold fast to deceit. You rather tell yourself the Most High don't care about you than actually choose life. You rather tell yourself the Most High don't love you than actually read the commandments, follow the commandments. Yeah, but yeah. Read on.
They hold fast deceit.
They hold fast what?
Deceit.
Because you won't let go of your contaminated outlook. You have a defiled, contaminated perspective and you won't let it go. You won't change how you look at the Most High. Read on.
They refuse to return.
And he says it's your fault we don't have a relationship. It's not my fault we don't have a relationship. It's your fault. Read on.
I hearkened and heard, but they spake not aright. No man repented him of his wickedness.
It says the whole reason I was correcting you is because I wanted you to what?
Repent.
I wanted you to change. That's what the purpose of the correction was for. All I ever wanted was for you to change. That's why I've been spanking you. That's why I've been sending you through travail and tribulation. That's why your life has been a little rocky. All I wanted you to do was see yourself and think about maybe you need to make some changes. I was just trying to get you to see yourself. I didn't put you through this situation for you to look at me and say, I'm not here and I don't care about you. Read on.
But they spake not aright. No man repented him of his wickedness.
And they said the purpose of the correction, the purpose of the tribulation was to get you to change. But nobody looks at it that way. As soon as I catch a little hell, the Most High is not real. If I had developed that mentality, I'm choosing death. Romans 14:22.
You want the rest of it?
Yeah, read on.
Saying, what have I done?
And our people would look at the Most High and say, I didn't do nothing wrong. What have I done? I don't need to change nothing. I'm good. Read on.
Everyone turned to his course.
And I'm going to stay doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
I ain't did nothing wrong. That's choosing death. Is to never be able to look at what you do wrong and never look at yourself, and you refuse to be humbled. You refuse to be broken. You refuse to follow. And you refuse to change your perspective towards the Most High. You're choosing death. And I'm gonna tell the Most High, I ain't did nothing wrong. I don't need to repent. I don't need to make no changes. I'm good the way I am. I'm choosing death. I'm going to continue living my life according to how I please. That's why he said they continued on their course. Read on.
As the horse rusheth into the battle.
As a horse rusheth into the what?
Wow.
I'm
going straight. Even if it kills me, I'm going to do what I want to do. Even if it kills me.
I'm going off the cliff.
Yeah, I'm going straight into the damn enemy. Full speed, doing what I want to do. Yes.
You said what was that death again?
That death is choosing to do what I want to do and not ever looking at what the Most High is putting me through as his way of showing me love and correction. Never changing my outlook towards the Most High. Never thankful of what the Most High is putting me through. Psalms 100, read that real quick.
You know what Romans?
Yeah, read the whole Romans. Psalms 100, read that. Just read the whole thing.
Psalms 100. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Most High with gladness. Come before His presence with singing.
Power.
Know ye that the Most High, He is the Most High?
Don't you know the Most High is the Most High? Go ahead. Read on.
It is He that hath made us.
It's He that made us. Read on.
And not we ourselves.
And you didn't make yourself. Why are you trying to direct yourself? You didn't make yourself. Why are you trying to create the lane that you need to live and go by? You didn't make you. Why not just submit? That's why for people that praise the Most High, they've already submitted. People that are thankful to the Most High, they've already submitted. People that could appreciate and value the Most High, they're already breaking themselves. Read on.
We are His people.
He said what?
We are His people.
Go ahead.
And the sheep of His pasture. Enter His gates with thanksgiving.
Come to the Most High with what?
Thanksgiving.
You better be thankful, man. You gotta check. You better look at the Most High in a different way. That's how you're supposed to look at the Most High. You come to the Most High being thankful for what He's done for you. And appreciative, not blaming the Most High for what has been wrong in your life. Go to Romans 14:22. We're about to finish.
Romans 14:22 reads, Has thou faith?
Do you got faith? Read on.
Have it to thyself before the Most High.
Read on.
Happy is he that condemneth not himself in that thing which he alloweth.
When you don't let nothing change or alter your faith, it says you're a happy man. You don't let nothing change your mindset towards the Most High. You don't let nothing alter it. You don't let nothing unhinge your faith towards the Most High. You don't let nothing come between your faith and the Most High. Job wouldn't even let his wife come in between his relationship between him and the Most High. You don't let nothing come between your relationship between you and the Most High. You always praise the Most High. You always keep the right perspective of the Most High. Even in the worst condition. And we're going to go ahead and end it. Any questions? We're going to go ahead and end it with Song of the Three Holy Children. Read that in the pocket. Let's go ahead and pray that. Send it up as a prayer. So, shalom, the water for watching class. The water for joining us. And we got another class coming on Friday by Priest Kawakab and Amiyatiza. So join in and stay tuned. All right? So we're going to say shalom. Sorry about that, Amiyatiza.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
It's funny how that.
Huh?